Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the GLL Season 4 North American Regional Finals. That was a long one, but we got through it. I'm Toby, joined by Avnqr, and we got Deman tagging along in just a, we're kind of taking turns casting as the trio of us. Gonna go through the entire week of games for the North American region for those of you guys sitting out there watching. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, I'm excited. We had some amazing game in EMEA and now North America.
Yeah.
They have four spots up for grabs. No, 3, 4, 4. 3, 4, 4.
It is getting late, yeah. But let's take a quick schedule while Martin finds out how many spots exactly it is that we are talking about. As you can see, 3 days of games. Today we're starting at what is for us 1 a.m. and the next 2 days we'll be starting 2 hours earlier. So if you want to tune in tomorrow and the day after, make sure to be here 2 hours prior if you want to see the start of the tournament. Now, Martin, I gotta say, with the map stream, it's pretty self-explanatory. 2 Miramars, a Sanark, and 3 Wrangles. We have a little bit of a break in the middle, but that's not what we want to talk about. What we want to talk about is PUBG. And having seen EU get back on it today, I'm very curious to see what the NA teams can kind of put to the table.
I think we can draw some parallels between what happened in EU. We've seen some of the new rosters. We've seen some changes. I'm excited to see some of the new rosters from NA as well. I think the new Sonic is probably the most exciting to watch and see how they're gonna fare. But for me, I'm excited to see in general where the teams are gonna drop, what kind of preferences they're gonna have. Are they gonna find the beginning? And how well they're going to be able to handle themselves in the kind of the most competitive we've seen so far in a couple of months now.
Yeah, they did have 3-3. There's been a couple of tournaments lurking around in NA that the EU did get to take some part of, but a lot of a little more, I guess, in NA. So they've had a better chance to get the rust off, get the dusted off, and get ready. And of course, they're gonna have to really perform the best. We talked about not as many slots as the EMEA region has. 4.
3 for Latin. And 1 for OZ.
There you go.
Yep.
There's a lot on the line, is what I'm trying to say. You got to make it into top 4, and we can see the lobby here, and you guys can see it in just a moment as well. There's some pretty damn good teams in there.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's, I would say, there are some teams that we would expect to go through.
Even in a BO, like top 4 out of 16?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, for me, Sonics and Genesis, I would definitely expect to go through. But we'll see how it's going to go, honestly. There are some mixed teams, some kind of newly put together teams. Some is pretty exciting that they're only playing together for GLL, but not playing together for the PGS qualifiers. So for me, that could be looking interesting. Yeah. One of them is Inquisition. I'm looking forward to seeing them going. How they're gonna play. I had the pleasure of playing against some of these guys when I.
You were in the qualifiers.
For the fun play in the qualifier.
So who made it through from your group that is here today?
I think it was Inquisition.
Did they kill you?
There was also definitely.
Definitely.
So on Miramar, the Inquisition boys they pulled up on our compound in the Trifley compound west of Impala, and we completely smashed. But yeah.
That was just how it went. There's not too much. Don't want to go into detail.
No, not really. We got third in that. So
there you go. We do see the teams here. A lot of names of teams that you've probably seen before. And maybe for those of you guys who are staying up late from EU, maybe some teams you haven't seen before. I mean, of course, the Rumblers, the Wildcard Gaming, Riot Squad, Genesis, Shoot to Kill, and the Shuana Sonics. They will all be, I assume, at least teams that you've seen before. And then we have some half-half teams, some EU European performers in their team. Clueless, I know, have some European players joining in. Actually, Rumblers. I'm trying to think back. Jazza is playing with the Rumblers now, right?
Yeah. Microfied, Cherry Pop, and Spencer Lol and Jazza.
Yes, that's how it is. That's
gonna be a great lineup. Just Shoot to Kill as well. Obviously, is as we know him, and no changes there. So also one of the teams.
You would have to think that they're gonna be in the top, but then again, I mean, I feel like when we saw them last, I guess, high competitive tournament when we saw them in PGC, now I have to think back. It was Shoot to Kill back then, right?
Yeah.
I think it's way too late for me. Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. they had moments where I was like, oh my lord, these guys are freaking unbeatable.
Yeah.
But then they also had full-on trip over each other moments where nothing was working. And when you're talking BO, like a top 4 goes through, I know it's 18 games, there's some room to make small errors and stuff, but it's still only top 4.
Yeah.
You won't have room for a full day spent tripping over each other.
For me, the question is also how much space are they going to be able to take? How punished are they going to be from the rest of the lobby? And how many rotations, how much space can they do in terms of rotation, first of all, in the first 2, especially on Miramar in the first 2 zones, and also how much space and how many like how fat splits can they take? How greedy can they be in the second and the third circle? We'll see how that's going to go. And also, are they going to be contested? Are they fighting for something here in GLL? Are they fighting to prove something? And how that is going to go and kind of follow around. I feel like the top teams, they're pretty much safe. I don't think we're going to see too much contests there, but other teams, they could be fighting. And randomly, these guys, they're fighting for Cruz del Valle. I don't know why, because I don't feel like it's
That's
kind
like
of
the best place. Have you never been there, Martin? There's like
I
a
don't know.
graveyard and a church.
Happy to have you back, Mr. Oh, that's cute.
Alejate.
Alejate.
Yeah, that's what happens. And Aguila.
Aguila.
That's what goes down when you decide to jump over here. Team Clueless and our exiles. They're taken to the battlefield in Cruz del Valle. Again, it's not really an area you see fought over too often, and I hope for both of these teams that they kind of just go away from here and go somewhere else, and because the circles, well, as you can see,
Very
really
unfortunate, indeed.
One team that we mentioned them briefly, but a team that I want to have my binoculars on, at least for the first couple of games, to see how they're gonna fare as a new team as well. Genesis. They have added new players. They've picked up Shrimsy, and
Mime.
Yep. It's one of those teams where I know of the potential. Individually, they're all extremely good players, but how are they gonna work as a unit in tournaments like these? That is, well, I mean, that's left to be seen.
I'm curious to see how they're gonna go. Shrimps is an amazing player. Mime is also a very good player, but kind of I think the way he put it himself, he missed the stage of where some players just got grandfathered, as he called it. It's kind of if you don't have the network, if you don't know anyone, you didn't get an invite, you didn't get a team slot based off that. You had to fight your way, and I feel like he kind of showed himself or showed others what he's capable of. Obviously, otherwise he wouldn't be on this team right now. So I think these guys actually have the potential to be extremely great. Obviously, they lost some players, removed Nerve, and K-Mine has gone to Liquid. But I think these guys, if they get it together and they kind of manage to play together as a unit, stay up as 4 to late game, I think they have a very big potential to be in there. But right now, for me, the number 1 team, without even seeing one game, I would say is obviously the Sonics boys.
Yeah.
With Waldo, Tiggleton, Maluk, and Sharky.
You put them over Shoot to Kill?
100%. These guys, like with the whole core of Tempo with Maluk and Sharky, and then the hard work, dedication of Waldo and Tiggleton, I would say that these guys potentially have. They would definitely, if we had another NPL, they would win all 3 phases again, but they will also be able to maybe contest something in like an international stage that the old Tempo lineup didn't have.
It's one of those things, just like when we discussed FaZe today, it's like you look at what they've done in 2019 and you go, can they actually, can you make them even better? And now they have Gustav and you feel like, well, maybe they can. And this is also a thing where had this been Tempo in 2019, I'm like, we all know what Tempo did in NA. They were like the flagship of NA PUBG for that entire year. And I have to agree with you. Looking at this form and Rust, I'm like, had this been the 4, they could probably have done even better. Not only winning in NA, but as you said as well, be able to bring home some global titles too.
What I'm a little bit sad to see is that they didn't manage to drag Microstar with them. Like I think he was a big kind of factor in how well they did, and I think he was one of the reasons that they managed to maybe pull back sometimes. They had some rough starts. They had some times where we saw them and they were like, these guys, they're ghost of themselves, but managed to somehow make it back and win the phase anyway. And I think a big credit of that goes to Microstar. So hopefully they will either find a new coach or somehow be able to poach Microstar off whatever his future holds.
Yeah, either that or hopefully the players that did have the honor of working under him or working with him as a coach can try and bring some of the tools that he gave to them. So I'm looking that they will be able to work with what he kind of helped them with back then should they find themselves in similar situations at some point.
I don't know what Hayate Masaki means, but do you?
I assume that it's something with a massacre.
Hayate Masaki.
Masaki it sounds like food. I don't know why. It's like chicken masala, Hayate Masaki, you know?
Wow.
It could be the same thing, you never know. It could be. I probably offended someone now, but I didn't intend to, I'm sorry.
I don't know what it means.
Yahoo, they're rotating forward. It's not always, you gotta learn. Martin, it's not always that things mean something.
Yeah,
sometimes it's just the name. What does Avnqr mean?
Avnqr.
Oh, okay. So I'm sure that also means something. We just don't know the actual way of spelling it.
That's true.
There's many different ways that one can be put out.
I mean, unless you're Swedish or Norwegian, it's I'm Avnqr.
Avnqr.
Or Russian, you know. But I actually have 3 player shirts that are 8-10 years old where it says Avnqr. But then we got into
with like the full text Avnqr.
Yeah. But then we got into unique ID games, and it's gonna be pretty hard to be the first one to get Avnqr in a game where it sold 50 million copies or whatever, So I changed it.
I was Scream in Counter-Strike before Scream was a thing.
Really?
Back like my first
with
LAN.
With a K or a C?
Oh, with the C, like a screaming.
Yeah.
With the back when I played on LAN cafes with my friends when I was like 13, 14, 15 years old. So I feel like I might have been the Scream before the Scream. I don't know when he started playing. Probably back then too.
I don't know.
If
you're older, you get the.
I get royalties. Ooh, he should pay me some of his earnings. I don't know. I just remember him being a big famous Counter-Strike player. Let's see, Pravi. He's gonna find one. That's one of the S1 players out of position, you might argue. I think he was trying to reposition himself, but got caught in transition. Pravi able to sweep one there, and my biggest, it's not really concern, but just my thought when I look at this new Genesis lineup is, I feel like they're all. I will be honest and admit that I don't know Mime too well and what he's capable of doing, but knowing the other 3 players, I feel like they're all very different players.
Oh, yeah, like
that. And sometimes they can be really good to have a lot of different options with your lineup, but I might think or feel like they're not. I don't want to say too different, but it's going to be hard to like kind of mold it. It's going to mold it together in a fluid form. We'll see.
In a yin yang kind of situation.
Yeah, exactly. It has to go and be in sync, right? Yeah.
I think that that's also what I meant by saying, like, if they're capable of playing together better as a unit, staying together as 4. Obviously, you can have a flanker, you can have a more of an entry. But they, for me, they way too often lose 1 or 2 players and then have to play more in a salvage mode rather than playing their aggressor, which I really like. When they're in that position to play their aggressor, I really like to see that kind of style, the smash mouth style from them.
I mean, looking at how they're playing right now, they've taken center position and they're sitting in a very, very, very. It's not that much, but it's a pretty greedy split. Given they know they have the map there and there's only so much up for grabs, and teams will be trying to get center positions. So even if Profi wanted to go back down to Mime, I'm not even sure that's possible at this point.
We'll see how that's gonna go. Wohayo, Finna, Earth. These guys are repositioning as well on the western side, and the circle's gonna close to see what's gonna happen. It's very centered already. Whoop! That's a nice one.
This one is gonna end down on the Lattice compound.
This is like
it's gonna end straight on Riot.
Right now, the Team Clueless boys with the 2 U2 NA guys, they're just laughing right now. Coming in from the northwest, it's gonna be decent. So nice of them.
Oh, you wanted to give us a circle. Thank you. Thank you.
Like, oh, nice.
I like the fact that even with that knowledge, NHS still stops to scout. Like, just to be sure. Just to be sure. Because, you never know who's hiding around the corner. We swirled.
I love Feezy.
The first time I met him, I think, was in London for the PGI qualifiers.
Oh, right. And then you met
Leicester.
And then you met 60% of him later. He lost like 40% of his body weight.
Oh, I did not.
Oh, you haven't met him after that?
I don't think so, but I mean, I didn't understand what you meant by the way that you said it. But that's, I mean, that's kudos to him, and that's congratulations.
Absolutely impressive.
Very impressive.
Very handy man.
Oh yeah, I've seen the pictures. I've seen the photos. Yeah, I remember now.
It looks crazy.
He's a very, very, very good-looking man.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's not at all what I wanted to say. I just had I wanted to say that I'd met him, and I think he's a very nice guy.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I have some stories, but they're not off-stream situation. TOS. No, not even TOS. Just some good stories. I don't want to share that.
Elusive.
Some fun stories.
They do get eliminated. They were picked apart one by one. They never really put up a fight against anything, and now they have gone down and out. You can see here, shoot to kill. They're looking to see if they can pick up anything off of that small engagement, but I feel like it was over pretty much before it started. So I was just gonna say there, they might get turned on, and as you can see, double headshot coming in towards. I believe that was on Civil. Yep, has to fall back immediately.
The question is Shrimpsy playing that compound where it ended a lot alone right now? He is, okay. The Genesis boys, they're splitting 1-3.
That's not really a spot you play. I mean,
I don't want to see that.
You can play it as one now because the fact that there's a team above and a team below you means that no one else can get there.
Right.
So as long as you have one nearby, and you can see now Win is coming over as well. Or H. Is it a Win or H-Win?
He actually doesn't care.
That's what I figured. That's what I figured.
You can do both. That's the beautiful of that name.
It's like what do you call it when you have that like talking disorder? When you're like when you add the H in front of things.
Hunter Win. You can also just call him
Win. Yeah, you know what? That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
That's also
H-Win. Oh,
that sounds like an American, like Jason Bourne. Hunter Win.
I think so. Jason Bourne reference not bad because I'm quite sure he has a lot of weapons. He lives on like a ranch or like has access to a ranch. And
am I supposed to make stereotypical America jokes?
No. It's just like the Jason Bourne reference was actually not bad.
I was gonna say, doesn't everyone? It's America, Martin. Come on, man.
I mean, not all the Los Angeles people and those guys don't have too many. Oh, Inquisition. Rumblers. They have two guys here. Let's see what that's gonna happen here. Taylor J has found Waldo from Sonics.
That's also a fun story. EXO, Exposition. They're a team that has played together before. A lot of them, at least. I mean, is it the full old United lineup?
Two of them, right? Taylor J and Balefrost.
But Vegas was there as well.
Oh yeah.
I feel like it is the full original United lineup. Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't think Balefrost. I don't think Vegas played. He was with Ghost when they played. So there were two. But like
he was with. I mean, Vegas was with United way back,
but not at the same.
Ghost.
But not at the same time as Balefrost.
Oh, but same time as Taylor J.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's kind of across the era, old United team. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Padcaps from enemy.
We have Twitch Jack to fact check us. That's what they're doing. Shrimsy, well, he breached the building, but so did the entirety of Team Clueless, and he might be in trouble now. He's 1v3, and doesn't seem like any teammates are coming over to help anytime soon.
It's gonna be unfortunate. Rax, ooh, Shrimsy completely found and flushed him as well. Stola time now.
Thank you, come again.
Yeah, that's 3 points right there.
Like the best point you can get. Oh, you want to speak by yourself.
Nitrogen in the distance as well. Sharpshot found him, so not Pistola time here. Is actually kind of alone, and he's up north.
He is not in a position to help out at all right now. Shrimsy,
Shrimsy
can stay alive over here, and the more time he does nothing, the bigger the chance that he'll get this to himself. Because, I mean, Pistola can't really do a whole lot to aggress on him, and without NHS down there, they can't push it as one again. I mean, you gotta wait for your teammates to come by.
Yeah, Honey Badger's been taken down by the Rumblers. Padcap's gonna find Tickleton. So it's a point for him. Rello is on the outside here. What are they gonna... Oh my god, what a nade. Snakers.
Thought he was getting away from there, Soup, but ain't gonna happen. This is a nade fiesta right now. All the kills are coming in with big old frag grenade explosions. Campaigny does manage to find one up. Padcap's last remaining player on his team trying to do something, but not gonna happen either. He's gonna go down and out.
Phase 3. When this closes, is gonna go from 1 damage per second to 3. He has 45 seconds to do it. They need a car to make this happen. Let's see how that's gonna go on the south side. And Genesis, they're just picking them apart right now. More shots coming out. Oof, nice. 4 kills for Genesis so far. All 4 alive on the southern side. And if my knowledge is correct about this one, the next one is going to go far south. So they're actually looking pretty good.
Southeast, right?
Yeah, most likely. Yeah, it can actually be both.
Yeah, but
it's going to go south.
It's going to go straight down. I literally said earlier, it's going to go Riot Squad compound. And I feel like that's exactly where this next circle center is going to be, because it has to back off of the hillside above NHS.
The question is, what are these guys in the north? Well, what's their plan?
You have to wrap east. You have to just play it slow down the hill. It's horrible as hell, but there's not a lot you can do.
Are they just happy that they're like, okay, we're all over there, yeah, all south?
Just when the observers thought it was going to shift north. Oh my galul.
Yeah.
Who are these noobs?
Shrimps is going to find him as well, take him out. That's a flush.
How is he allowed to
oh my god, Shrimpsy!
Wow!
How is this man not partnered yet? Absolutely insane.
That's another question. The biggest question is, why did they just live up to their name? Because they seemed extremely clueless in that situation.
Wow, okay.
No, but they were pushing it one. They just lost 3 people one by one to a solo.
Right.
You don't do that. When the first guy goes down, fair enough, you didn't know exactly where he was.
Push one by one, yeah. That's
you go right next to each other the second time around. Had he been in the building, the second player there had still not been in position to help out. Like, had he been where they thought he was, he would still not have been there to help him out, because that side of the building doesn't have any windows on it.
Nice. This action was just what I was looking for. Snakers pulling up, and now both of them are throwing nades to the car. It's going to explode. Be close. Snakers can get one, though. They're going to trade it off. One is going to go down as well. Pfeiffer is off. Devious is knocked as well. It looks like he's going to be flushed too. So let's see what the other guys are going to do. Wolf and Reload's coming in.
Every single knock to get here could be absolute difference making. Let's see, Wolf is looking over the top. Good shooting coming in from afar. It's another team here, Yahoo, with a lot of competitive experience in between them.
Oh, Shinboy. With a little, that was decent nade. Could roll. No, it's not going to work.
Not even close. You got to run and jump to get that one over the road.
Nades are coming out on the other side.
That one seems better.
Camberg, he naded himself. Was that a drop because he got naded with that?
Yeah, I would assume so. That's usually the case, especially when it's a flush. If it's a knock, that's one thing. Like, you knock yourself with a nade, but when you flush yourself with a nade, that's normally the reason. Hella goes down. Did get one knock onto Crop, but nothing more coming off of it. Jason has to make the full-on committed push forward, and there's nothing to play around here. Actually, Vohayo is forced outside of the vehicle to kind of figure out where this guy's coming in from. Maluk, able to dodge one, able to get it down as well. No, not gonna get him. I thought that one was clear as daylight, but nope. Not the case. Rillo and Shinboy, well, this is your dip now. Enjoy it while it lasts.
That's actually a really good send at Rillo and Shinboy. They're going to be able to play this quite decently. Let's see how far they're going to go. Dodge is eliminated. Dropshot is just down to Jason, and he has to run. The circle's coming on him soon, and both Wildcard and Genesis are looking to get that last kill from up there.
Yeah, he can jump down to the next downhill compound. If he can get there, then he will be able to stay alive for... I mean, now that we are this close to placement points, he will just see 34 life, but still knowing how little terrain there's available out there, no matter where the circle shifts, you can just chill until you're forced to dodge blue. You might get 8, and that will be a free point, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going to happen there. Oh, Penta, that's just the top of the heads, and finally the flush does come in.
Penta, see if we can just find one more. They're fully aware that they were here, and they're outside the circle as well, so this pressure might be able to pick up a kill or 2. Nice for them. Any rumblers?
I'm assuming that there are. I'm curious now, what was your team name when you played the qualifiers?
Mighty, Easy Quals, with an E and a Z.
Oh, of course it was. That's why you didn't qualify.
Yeah,
okay, makes sense.
Nice.
Circle goes out towards the east, and well, I mean, if you're sitting up on the northern side with Adam and Refray, you might want to start taking up your scopes and figure out where is that one dip that we can play that there's no one looking at. And I gotta tell you, I don't think there is one of those anymore.
Right now, the comments, they're laughing. I
mean, they're sitting pretty good.
Sitting literally in the circle, just laughing.
Riot Squad and D-Treats and Disciple and the gang. Remember, Yax and Disciple, they pushed that one in Circle 1 or Circle 2. They wanted that compound way early. And, well, I mean, I guess they had some magic knowledge that this one was going to go in that direction, because it sure as hell has paid off now.
Each one's going to get in and get a little rich. They can actually play off that quite easily, maybe even get some control over it. Riot Squad, they're sitting in the compound quite comfortably. Wildcat, they're going to be moving on the west side. They're going to have lots of open space to play, but my question is, what are the guys in the north doing now? Like, are they just going to send it to the center? Or
play a shack? I don't know.
That's just going to be 4 easy 3 points.
You do have a bit of a ridge line, because they only... You can play the ridge down here, on the just on the western side of Purdy and Luke's compound.
Yep,
As they're going now, you can play that hillside as long as no one uphill can see you. And given that they're the only team up the hill, they can just stop on the ridge exactly where Adam is now.
Yeah.
There they can stop, which they then don't
I would probably have stopped a little bit further north, honestly, and maybe on the shack even, because right now they're going to be having so many teams just running there to get some of those points, juicy points.
This is Shrimps is still being alive in that building way up on the northern side. That nade on the feet!
282 damage, that's a knock.
Oh, really? That is a ton of damage coming in there. Adam goes down instantly. Refray now by himself. This did not work out the way that M-Team wanted at all. Exile eliminated as well. And Refray, bada bing, bada... No, booms.
He's
there
dead.
You go. He is dead.
So, shoot to kill, easy. Absolutely peasy. 4 points for them. Impulse is out. And they're going to be able to run back and take this. And now later they're going to be just obviously pushing the Comets. We'll see how it's going to go, though. Because on the eastern side, I would kind of... If I was the Rumblers, Microfried and Jazza, they kind of have to sweep on that eastern side. Maybe even... Yeah, they could play towards Comets as well. We'll see how that's going to go. Genesis is
that's what I'm saying.
3-1 split. I love it.
This is what Shrimsy didn't want to have happen. He was trying to shoot at the guys to get flushes, but now the entirety of Wildcard rotated underneath him, and given that they heard him shoot, they're just going to be waiting for him to start a blue. I mean, he will need all the help in the world from multiple other teams in order to make this crossing, and I just do. I mean, he did just want to be 3 a team, but I don't see how this happens this time around.
Gotten 3 points so far for Genesis by playing alone with that. That's worth it. Oh, nice shots connecting to.
This is what it needs. He needs a team to help him out.
Taking a few more shots there. They're gonna probably both gonna go down, both Kickstart and Shuro, I think. Let's see how it's gonna evolve here. More shots coming out. Oh, that's another one. Yes, crawl. Oh.
That is close. There's holes in his backpack now. That's for sure.
Yeah. It's down to nothing. He's gonna be able to gonna be able to get Keenan up here.
Shrimsy actually managed to make it to the shack, so when he's not inside the circle yet, and that's the main issue, because shoot to kill will probably get the better of him at some point soon. So it's him on one side and the entirety of his team on the other, trying to figure out how the hell, guys, do we make it inside this one.
Some ridges to run with, maybe actually all the way to the crate?
No, he can't get up that hill at all.
You don't think
the entirety of Wildcard will spot him once he leaves the building.
No, I'm thinking Wildcard is going to be able to make it to the grade.
Oh, yeah, they can do it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
They know there's only one. They're just going to have one guy dedicated to look at that shack and wait for someone to get
Lata is going to be out there, so he's not going to have the...
Yeah, won't be able to play the roof anymore.
Elevation from it. No, H-Pen. They need to get these guys off.
Yes.
Genesis needs to move these guys. Nate's coming out now, most likely.
They have this... I mean, they're sitting in a funnel. They're sitting in a pit where Nate's like the magnet... Nades are going to literally magnet down towards them. That nade is going to be a little bit far. No damage done. Shrimsy staying alive. Has loot for multiple people, of course, with who he killed earlier. So I think he's dropped all his meds and everything. And he's just playing... He's just playing smokes now.
Well played by Genesis. I want to see more smokes by them, though. Nice nade. Oh, it's on at 529. He literally caught it. Shrimsy trying to wrap. Shoot to kill, most likely will be very aware of this.
Teams looking at him.
Oh, he's going to be down. That's Luke. Most likely also going to be flushed on that. It's only Wooly that's inside right now. Keenan has to make a run for it. This is going to be a really nice last circle.
It's going to be an interesting one, that's for sure. Given how many teams have been able to stay with 4 alive, we actually have 4, make that 5 teams. 5 of 6 teams left alive if all 4 players up.
I just want to see, the absolute center one where nobody has anything covered. It's going to be one big smoke fest.
It is 5 4-man teams and a 3-man team. Yeah. This is a full-on brawl. How often do you see that in the end game, in the open on Miramar? That never happens. 5 full 4-man lineups and a single 3-man team. This is as fair as can be. This is going to be an absolutely crazy last. Yeah, Southwest. That will be absolutely
like in the middle where nobody is.
Compound is still in.
Yeah, comets are. It's actually a pretty decent compound because
It works on this side of the circle. You don't want to play it when you have to go east, but you have all the vision west.
Genesis is gonna go down here, most likely all of them. Rumble still have a little bit of have one leg inside the zone. Riot Squad most likely will have a little bit of a ridge on the western side to play.
They have to get there though.
But yeah, are they gonna be able to get there? They probably want to look at either pushing Wildcard or get in on the other side and push Genesis.
That's the downside to those type warehouses. You only have 2 or 3 exit points, and the other guys are just gonna be straight up staring. You can see there's only 4 doors that you can really play around. No, a little bit of damage coming in from Shrew. Trying to allow for his teammates to push forward while he's holding back. Yasa does go down. Great shooting from Yaxley. Able to do damage over towards the Rumblers who are trying to push further forward.
One of my favorite names in NA.
Yaxley. Yeah. That does have a good ring to it as well. Yaxley.
The name just rolls off the tongue. You'd love to say those.
There's a lot of good ones in NA. Gotta give them that.
I think that's also where they have the best names. And like when people are playing public games, they have some of the best names. It's just some of them are just straight outright hilarious.
It's probably because it fits the English language.
Yeah, obviously. The majority of their player base is North American, obviously, but
that's something
they're creative and funny in another way than some of the Europeans.
And have you noticed they always have old chat on in public games too?
Yeah.
People are always BMing in old chat. I wish there was more of that in the EU.
Yeah,
I mean, whenever they are, you don't understand what they say.
No, it's either Russian just swearing at you, or they're Sharp's just gonna find Wheeze. It's gonna be an outright open battle. Mr. and Shoes, the last 2 players here, and Shoot to Kill on the other side. They're just they're gonna be farming now. Look at all these points. They're just gonna be taking them. There's a lot of knocks there. They're able to just completely swallow them up. They're not pushing that. They're not third-partying that.
You can't cross over. As long as
I was
Comets
expecting
send
to
that
kind of
building,
stand
you can't really do anything to aggress. Probably spots one. This is the issue. You actually see immediately he's there to shoot. You cannot stand up and take these fights in this area. It's way too dangerous. That
that would have been a
timing. That would have been a double, but woulda, shoulda, coulda. Not gonna happen. Kickstart might get Wooly up here.
Mime is looking for that.
He's cool in this direction at least.
Mime is looking for it. Let's see if he's going to be able to finish off 1 or 2 of them. Shoot to Kill on the other side. Oh, they're pushing. They want to get these 2 free points right here. Oh, that's one. Purdy Curdy finding one. Other one is right there, Purdy. Half HP though. He's going to be found by Penta with a headshot with the mini. Penta keeps shooting. Cherry as well. Civil is down to nothing.
A lot of help coming in to keep Wildcard alive right now. Cherry does go down. Everyone's fighting each other. Aloe and Luke need to apply some pressure in order to get their 2 teammates back up on their feet. And if Wooly looks up right now, there's a free kill in the middle of the road just waiting for him. That nade is going to be a little bit off. Has to back down again. He's playing this one very cautious. But it is only first knock. It is only first knock on Kickstart. So
but he's also like, he has the time to get him up.
Oh, plenty of time.
Let's see, Mime has the southwestern side to himself. Rumbles is sending it to the middle. It might be a bit too early, honestly, guys.
Yes. Wanted to play center, which makes sense. But had you done this, I mean, they were just outside the circle. Had they done this 30 seconds later, 20 seconds later, there would only been maybe 2 or 3 alive.
Yeah, the window of opportunity was not now.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. That was executed. The idea is great, the move is great, but you cannot do it while Shoot to Kill still is forward.
No, and Comets for that matter. Wool is being found by Mime. Let's see if Mime can make some more happen here.
Finally, a flush comes into one of the Wildcard players. They were doing a great job of keeping each other on their feet, but no more. Final circle is going to go dead center, and, well, that's going to be the first time for, I want to say, the last 23 minutes that we see Comets actually leave that building.
Let's see how... I don't think they have too many smokes here Shoot to Kill, so the zone will move. It's going to take a long time for it to move. More than 2 minutes, so they can't use all their smokes right now. The smokes will last only 50 seconds, so if they use all of them, they won't have enough smokes for late game. Perdicute's going to find Cherry popping. That's them out, and Mime is the last player. Luke is going to find him, so now it's a straight-up 4 versus 4.
This is like, you know, Counter-Strike. The team, like the counter-terrorists and the terrorists.
Oh, Luke!
That's a good shoot right there.
Actually goes down. Let's see if D-Treats and Sub-Zero can make something happen on this flank here. That's gonna be open.
Let's see here. He does not. Luke gets taken down immediately. Sub-Zero, great timing, gets the flush on towards him as well. Purdy thrown down, wants to get a vision, and Aloe finds one in return. Let's see D-Treats. Now there's a tree to play around, but that's really all he can get. They do get Yaxley back on his feet, but How much is that going to work out for them? D3 finds Purdy. This one isn't done over just yet.
Cyber with Molly. 2 Mollies, actually. Oh, he's going to go down as well. Civil's going to be the last player, which is 3 off the Comet. Can he make something happen here?
This is going to be an interesting 1-1 versus 3. You would have to count him out, but then again, it is on Civil. He's a dangerous player, but it ain't going to happen. The Comets take home game number 1 in a game that, yes, a lot of circles did come their way, but those games are never given. You have to go out. This was a fair 4v4 where you could argue that the actual advantage was on the side of shoot to kill. Just couldn't bring home the chicken dinner.
They had obviously they had that position for a long time, but you also have to defend it. Nobody crashed them, obviously, but the amount of pressure that they indirectly put by shooting over, they had 3 SLRs as well, so they were able to put so much pressure on the outside.
I was actually surprised they had ammo by the end of the game.
Right.
Like, they actually had ammo to go out and take that final fight. Because I was like, you get all these knocks from inside the building, you shoot at people all the time, but you never really get to reap the rewards. You never get that crate from the guy you killed because he was like 400 meters away in a fight somewhere else.
Hopefully they found a lot there.
Well, they did wipe a team inside the compound, so they did get some extra ammo for that, I guess. This one from Shrimsy.
Yes.
I don't know.
Those 3 points there, that's honestly
That's
playing alone,
huge.
that's worth it.
Oh yeah, 100%. You normally say that if, like, even if your team dies, if you can get 1 point as a solo player, that's one thing. If you can get 2, it's decent. If you can get 3, that's amazing. I mean, in this case, he got 3, and his team stayed alive for even longer. That is, that's just perfect.
That was nice to see. They got 3rd Genesis there, so that's a good start from Shoot to kill. On the other hand, lots of kills, a bit more than the Comets.
10. Yeah, they had 10 kills.
Was it? I think maybe was it 11?
I think they finished off at 10. I think they finished off at 10.
See. Oh,
Either way, it's a great game. I mean,
yeah, great game. Great start. I love Myanmar. Let's get more.
How many times also have we seen 5 out of 6 teams have 4 alive in the end of it? In this type area map. In the open too, that is insane. But it goes to show how dedicated all these American players are to get that win and make it to the regional finals of GLL Season 4. Guys, we're going to take a short break. We'll be back and ready with more PUBG for you in just a moment. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the GLL Season 4 Regional Qualifiers. 4 places are up for grabs for Season 4.
For NA.
Yay! Yeah, this is the first of 18 games is done, so a lot of games to go. We saw similarities with EU and NA. Team Liquid going out in 16th, getting 2 points, I think, in game 1. Sonics kind of getting 1 point in game 1. Are we going to see them now rise? Didn't Team Liquid win the next game? I think they did, actually, right? Yes, they did. They won it. Yeah, because it was round La Bandita, Greta.
They had a great easy game, so now the next game is going to be Sonics. Easy win.
Game. I mean, in fairness, like Toby said at the time, it's very rare that you get, I think it was like 5 teams of all 4 members up into the final circle. So it was really a case of like, it could have gone anywhere. It could have. If it pulled north, south, east, west, some of the team would have benefited.
It talks to the quality of the teams we have here as well. Some of the teams we had in the end, they played extremely well, and it is some of the teams we kind of expect in there. Ramblers, Wildcat, Shoot to Kill, Genesis, Comets, and like obviously you would expect Sonics in there, but some of the you have to have some bad games, and
yeah, exactly. That's the thing.
You can have like 3, 4, maybe even 5 bad games as long as your other games is on the complete opposite side. We'll see though. Comets 17 points, Genesis 11, and Shoot to Kill 10.
Shooting for the stars to begin with.
Yes.
Well, let's see how they do. They're moving on. Obviously, it's another Miramar, and then we're going to be moving on to Sanok, and then Triple Erangel. There is a short break as well after the 3rd matchup tonight.
But the games are fast.
They are fast. So we're
GLL knows what the community wants.
They
want
rolling.
Fast games.
It's what worked out so well last year.
Yes.
We saw, obviously, why can I not think of the name?
Games?
No, American League, NPO.
Oh, right.
NPO.
Oh,
I just actually drew a complete blank. I was like, North America Pro League. There we go.
Oh, right.
So I slowly dripped in there.
They did extremely well.
I was kind of mixing OGN.
Yeah.
Anyway.
A word stew.
Yeah, it's getting late, and I'm going to start mixing all sorts of words up. It could get very entertaining. Or it could just be utter drivel to listen to. We'll find out as the night goes on.
This is an interesting drop we have here. It's a northern plate, so down towards Porta Paraíso. It's north to southeast. It's going to be a lot of teams having a rough time trying to get to the usual drop location.
Yeah.
We might see some contests, though. I'm interested to see if we're going to see if there's still 2 teams in Cruz del Valle.
Well, something the American teams always just did, and actually what they did before the European teams was to have multiple drop locations. It took Europe a long time to pick it up effectively
and
start having
actual flex drops. Yeah,
and I think that's mainly down to the fact that America adopted Miramar way easier, and Miramar absolutely requires you to have a second drop spot because the map is so huge.
I love that. You know, the whole Miramar meme when that started.
Look down the south.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's a lot of teams.
That's a cluster. So
that's where Miramar came. That's where the Adapt XD meme started coming out. Because the Americans they wanted Miramar so quickly in, and I'm happy they pushed it in and tried to get
GLL first forced it in there.
Yeah, and
I mean, we were kind of like, really?
Yeah.
At the start.
And the reason why I was like, it just came out, and if you're looking at other games, how fast the maps are coming in, how long does it take for the map to start coming into the rotation of a tournament? It actually takes some time, and our map is like massive.
Counter-Strike kind of make the change, and then it's like, oh, by the way, there's a tournament this week.
Yeah, true. Yeah. But like not for the majors though. They don't do it just in like for the majors and stuff. Yeah. And our maps is like massive. And this is the 4th or 5th iteration of Miramar. But I'm happy. Miramar's actually my favorite map to commentate and cast and even play now. And I'm happy to see how well it's been adopted by these teams. This is where the teams that have the best macro, that they excel. And I think that's what we're going to see from some of the top teams in North America as well.
And if you think of a lot of the highlight plays that are out there, a lot of them are on Miramar.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of them. This circle, though, it's a pretty deep east one. Obviously, El Azahar, pretty much plumb center.
Yeah.
We've seen a number of finishes actually in El Azahar or
I would love that.
On the hill just to the west of it.
Yeah, exactly. We've seen... I've actually played an immense amount of those just around the double hills there. They're actually pretty decent. We'll see how that's going to go. Inquisition, though, they're sitting happy right now.
Yeah.
They are locking down the vast majority. I'm curious to see how they're going to go into this.
Yeah, I would say they're a bit too spread at the moment and maybe need to be careful. It's always that danger when you're the center point. You've got the danger of not bringing it together quick enough. The hillside there is exactly what we're talking about. We've seen it finishing up and around here. Obviously, the compound just down below it as well. There's a nice dip on this hillside as well, which offers so much protection. It is a fantastic spot. Yeah, loving it. Or you can also just roll the nades right in there. That's the downside.
Yeah, so you obviously have to play up and around it. There's also a few endings on the northern side, but that I've played. It's some of my most favorite area, but also a bit further, some of my most hated areas where it's just completely flat, very little cover, a few cactus and a few rocks here and there. But in general, we just love Miramar here at GLL. Luke 12. So what I'm curious to see with Inquisition here is they know so on Miramar, for me, it is know thy neighbor. You gotta know the teams that are playing close to you. So Inquisition here, they have Shoot to Kill, they have Sonic, they have some of the really big pop-in teams here. And how are they going to be able to play this location that they are looting in? And do they know how fast that Shoot to Kill comes in? How fast the Sonics come in? What places do they usually play? Because they want to avoid that. They want to make sure that they have the other locations. Because those two teams, they're not going to care. They're going to take what they want, while the Inquisition guys, they're probably only 1 or 2 players still looting or still scouting, still trying to gather information. Sonic's moving quite deep. They're just on the south here. We've also seen an immense amount. I think we actually casted a few games that ended in this compound here, and just in the west of the compound where Tickleton is right now. There's been a lot of endings in this area, and I love this area here, but it's very hard to play. You can't really, very late game, you can't really cross this little canyon right here.
I assume that is Sharky, the Hayat Masaki.
Yeah, I don't know what it means. Can someone please message me or add me at Twitter or whatever? I don't know what it means. I want to know. I'm curious.
It's like a Japanese phrase, it sounds like.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, hello.
Pistola time.
Pistola time. Tracking right next
They're
to
going to
shoot
be
to kill.
popping out.
He wants a piece of that. He's so much so he's let his vehicle run away.
Bye.
I was desperate for that cut. I want to get it. But
It's gonna roll all the way down to the
problem because
compound.
this is kind of like multiple positions. As I say that, Rax gets caught out.
Clueless. Jeez. That's a flush, and Civil Pistola time's going to be taken down by Luke as well. And now
I kind of feel sorry
because
because Rax was very excited to have us all casting this, and now he's just been gone down.
Right. Yeah, but he does. Luckily, he's playing 16 more games.
That is very true. That is true. But Pistola time's done as well, so it's a double
He's
punisher for them.
Odalus walking up. Inquisition actually making a play on the Sonics boys here. He's going to be finding one, maybe.
This is their territory. It's their back door. Nobody wants their back doors kicked in.
It is late lead. That is true.
Hold this on the rotate. Oh dear. Oh, it stops. Dangerous territory. Waldo
returning.
And that's what he needed to do.
Keeping him off. Oh, it's so centered already. Nobody plays inside the city, obviously. Number one rule, avoid the city until you know that it's going to be
So shoot to kill, they've took that top bit.
Yeah.
And they've got two.
And the compound
I think
as well.
the compound down low as well, right?
Yeah, it's perfect for covering anyone coming out. So the other guys are playing on the upside. They're keeping their car safe in the dip. And the other guys are making sure that nobody walks up upon them. Genesis, slow rotation in the southeast. They're going to be having the slowest, actually, of rotations of the guys. There's going to be some guys coming out very, very far away. They're going to be coming in behind them. We'll see how that's going to go. But Ryan Squad's already making their way. And this is actually very typical of this circle here. The east of the road and like the east of Elasaha, it's always so open for rotation. So you can get kind of deep with the rotations, kind of swinging around in the east and coming in on top of Elasaha from the eastern side.
North and south, it's all very busy.
Yep.
Do you think Genesis put a bit of motivational music on from Genesis before they start the game?
I don't know. I honestly, I
a bit of Phil Collins on
I
the
think
tunes.
Win and Shrimps is just the motivational music. Like these guys are so positive. All of them are actually. I don't think Mime talks a lot. I think he mainly mimes, but the other guys are very talkative and nice guys.
Profi's definitely talkative.
Yeah,
that's for damn sure. I don't think you're getting out of this one, Sub-Zero. Nope. So Luke catches another one down. That's actually a third kill for Shoot to Kill already, I think, this round. So they are definitely looking to collect a few points this time around. That was the compound we're talking about. As I say, they've got the tune there. And, well, it looks like they're going to move towards the hill now. So they've got one up the hill and one down low. So they're covering all of the angles. What is going on down south? That is two teams about to pile in to one another. I think it's more just stop scout. I don't think they're really aware that there's somebody coming up behind them. They will be in a second because Fizzle's about to hear the vehicles coming up and say, hang on a minute. What's going on here? But Gregshot's already pulled up and Fizzle, well, he's outside of his vehicle. The rest of his team are gone. Yeah, you've gone, son. Can't get to that vehicle and just gets caught in the last shot.
Nice shots by Hilla. She made sure that Fizzle went down. Now they're going to go finish it off. They're going to be able to get inside the zone as well slowly. Oh, the other guys are coming back for him. That's going to be a fight here on the ridge.
That's a mistake. Oh no, you're all dead, son. You're all dead. That's a mistake to come back to this.
Delta and Innate.
You've got to feel that drop shooters have got to come out on top in this one. Oh, they may actually just get away. No. Oh,
nice
you're wrecked. They just about survived the triple nade. Hell, I don't think they... Oh, no, that's right on him.
Nice.
Actually hit him. It actually hit him and stopped dead. Perfect.
Caught it. Delta Innate also going out. That's T-Suck. He has to just move out of this nice nade here from Cambergini.
T-Suck's just like, well.
Yeah, next circle has popped. It's gone slightly south, but very, very central.
That's worked well for the Sonics, though, hasn't it? We were talking about him, comparisons with Team Liquid in Game 2. Profi nailing his world there.
He has a 2x on his SLR. That's not a long range go, Profi. And a 3x on his M4. He wants the spray scope rather than having a long range. Genesis taking some nades. Mime is down to a little bit of low HP. Let's see how Exodus guys they're gonna fare here. Taylor J. Oh,
look what Sonics have done. So Sonics are holding. If you guys, there is the map stream as well, by the way. Just Getting out there. GLL, I believe it's underscore map. Still going. But look at the 2-2 split they've gone. They had already this compound where Sharky and Tugutun are, and they've just moved down south. So they've got the valley completely covered off both sides of it. Maluk and Waldo.
Yeah, the saloon there is a nice spot for them as well. Snaker's taking some shots at Riot Squad. Riot Squad a bit of a pressure here. They want to get this compound, but it's taken by all 4. Now some more pressure is going to be coming in from them. From Exodus and even Genesis at this point. Shots coming out. Ooh, High Sense Warlord. I love it. That's a fantastic name.
Do you think he's got high sense? He plays with high sense?
I hope so. Like,
let's see him move. See how quick he moves.
He lifted his mouse once there by turning.
Did he lift his mouse?
Yeah,
though?
he did. That was a small stop.
Yeah.
Oh, that was kind of high.
So it's not that high sense. And if he's got to lift the mouse, it's not high sense.
I saw him lift it once at least, so we'll see. High Sense Warlock is that you never lift your mouse. Like, you're able to 360 twice on your mouse map.
Yeah, just whiz around. It's weird. I have actually known a few top FPS players that do play in High Sense. It's obviously almost everyone plays low these days.
Yeah,
but
yeah. It's all about muscle memory. If you started out using a mouse with High Sense, then you're able to adapt. I just feel like, especially in FPS, it's so crucial to be able to also like micro stutter with it and make sure that you can hit those.
Riot Squad are caught between a 2-2 here. This is very dangerous.
It's a good spot for Riot Squad though. They have the eastern side to themselves. Let's see what the comets do though. Profi finding Greg.
Profi's on his own.
He's looking. He's off his own. That never happens.
The rest of his team coming down. I think maybe has he scouted it, or has he just caught them off guard? Absolutely weren't expecting that. Gets the flush as well and quickly backs away. Knows his position is already compromised. Oh, it's so well played.
And the other guys, they're going to be like, oh my god, it's Profi. He's definitely alone.
Let's get him, yeah.
Shots coming out. Genesis. And this is a specialty, you know.
He's pulling the whole team, and now the rest of Genesis are coming down the road.
Look at this.
And there you go.
Absolutely.
Profi gets Greg shot as well.
Insane. This guy has an absolutely insane mechanical skill. It's insane.
Just picked up the energy drink as well as he's just passing by. Hoovers it up.
He's like a vacuum.
Did he just see? Yes, he did. Oof. Jason having a peek, and he's like, all right, there's another one there. And here comes Shrimsy.
Other guys
Meme
are coming in.
and Quinn's coming in as well.
See, Profi, can he make some more happen? He got 2 so far. They picked them up, though. Shots are coming in. That's going to be Mime taking down Hella.
And they spot the last month. Greg shot back on his feet. Jason's still trying to cover off the side that nade. Is that going to bounce through? No.
Could have been a good nade.
Quite bouncing through. Jason's got down, though, so Greg's the last man.
And they know where he is. Full information already
Profi
available.
could just come around the corner and pre-fire it, to be fair, but looks like he's going to try and go for the next nade. That's another one wasted.
Try to cook it. Shrimpsy's going to find him. He's going to spray him down. Nice. That is 4 easy points. Genesis
all created.
Down drop shutters. Yep.
All created by Profi, just simply, I don't know whether being out of position or just covering the back doors or what, but either way, it's worked out for them. The problem is, let's see how it affects them. They have the 5 kills. That's great. But they are well out of position. They were up the road. They could have moved in. Now, they do have the freedom to still move straight up into that compound they were in.
Yeah.
But they could have possibly got a bit more central spot. Who knows?
T-Suck is taking some shots. He's going to take down Profi. Oh, he's going to be the first to die.
I mean, that's just a straggler. That's obviously Elusive were taken down way down south and a single solo player. It's the random play. It's the classic you were talking about earlier. What's he doing there?
Yeah, that's literally that is what Profi's comes right there. Why is he there? What is he doing there? Very unexpected. And again, it's because he got eliminated by the drop shutter, so the rest of his team got eliminated by the drop shutter, so he's just coming in off there. We'll see what the Genesis guys are gonna do. The next one is obviously gonna go away from water in 45 seconds or so. Adam G33 from Impulse
was Adam G32 taken.
Yeah, and one also from
G1,
1,
2, 3.
Yeah,
all the way through. I hate it when that happens.
Yeah, that's that's true. I like that when you evolve in your role, you know.
Yeah.
You have sharp shot, HD, And then I don't. Did he skip full HD or did he just go straight to 4K?
Did he go UHD?
UHD. No, 4K is UHD. It's the same resolution, right?
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah.
What happens when the next format comes out when he goes 8K?
Then he goes 8K.
Is he going to develop? He ups his game.
Oh,
look what's going on in the West. That is nasty. That's the Sonics, the Rumblers. And who's next to them?
Wildcard?
Is it Wildcard? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, well, this is going to get nasty.
Oh, shots coming out. Comet sure is going to be found by Yaxley. He's like, yoink, yoink, yoink.
This is Riot Squad. Getting
Putting
the
some
pop
pressure on them.
shots. I don't know how they're going to get out of that, but they are getting surrounded as well, Riot Squad, so they're going to be careful. Their position very much aware.
Yeah, they heard him. They're aware. Well, how are they gonna play this? Because they also have the Dutch guys that are just gatekeeping right now. Comets is coming in as well. This
Wildcard are trying to get in there, and they are getting shot from every angle. Shoot to kill. Sonics up in the north as well.
They're gonna be pushing this. They wanna get some points with this. Let's see. Are they gonna have an angle on it though?
They've gone for a 2-2. I don't think they've gone for it, or they've ended up that way because the vehicles ending up there. All this will catch Jazza from the Rumblers on the backside as well. That's gone way over everybody's head. This is getting very nasty in the middle. Some long-range DMR action, which is ironic because it might buy wildcard time to survive. I think it will do in the middle.
Sonics though, they have come together on the saloon here. They're thirsty, and I think this is solely because of the amount of points that they can gain from gatekeeper on the western side here. So let's see how that's going to go. Rumblers just south of the road. They're going to be able to play that.
He's rotated all the way around there. T-Sock, he's obviously killed Profi, and he's managed to get all the way back around the side. And now he may catch the Rumblers off guard, but I think, are they aware of him?
No,
Jazz is definitely open to him.
Yeah, he has no idea. He sees he sees them shooting. Oh, more shots coming in on T-Sock. Jazz is not aware because he's standing in a complete open spot for him.
Yeah.
Exo, they were getting some shots. Exo might save Rumblers here, and Exo kind of needs the
Last
Rumblers.
time, this spot here, you know what this reminds me of? FaZe Clan getting decimated. It was this little compound down low where they had to move around.
They got a few amount of kills there, and then they pushed up onto to the hill though.
Yep.
That was a good game.
Was a good
game. No, not gonna connect. I guess who's gonna find T-Sock. So yeah, so Rumblers they're callous right now. They can play exactly how they want. They're gonna have a good fight here with Exodus. Shots are coming out from Genesis though. They're putting some pressure on them, so they're definitely gonna fight soon. Shrimshy's gonna find Taylor J there, and I said Shrimshy.
Oh, that's gonna be bad for Exodus because they're gonna get caught in a crossfire. Rumblers on them as well. Yeah, Vegas down. Taylor J finished off. Genesis moving in for the kill. As are the Rumblers. Rumblers can't go forward much more because they know the Sonics are still there, so they're kind of forced to take this fight on, and Balefrost is in trouble as well.
Yeah, they have a cherry popping on Avnqr to make sure that they don't push him, so that's nice. Are they gonna? It's gonna be enough for the Rumblers. Oh my God, that's Comets down.
Was that a vehicle?
That's Clue. I'm not sure.
No, that was just a mess. All right.
Insane. Team Clueless, Nitrogen, and it's nice. Microfire's gonna find pad caps, and that's gonna be Exodus out. Well played by Rumblers. Very well executed still, and she's cherry popping, still playing Avnqr on the backside there. That's so well played. Super well executed. Finna's gonna find Mystery. That is Riot Squad missing one more. Let's see if they're gonna lose additional members. Ooh, they have the information. Coming up. Oh, shots coming in. That's one. Oh, he's blocking the... Oh, this is perfect. He's blocking the whole stairway. He can just underhand one more. Finna. More nades coming out. And the support from the other team and his teammates are going to be coming in.
Well, I mean, a molly to the face. It would hurt. It would hurt.
Yeah.
So...
It would leave a mark at least.
Bit of a scar. This circle, actually, by the way, has gone very well for... I was about to say for Yahoo, but is it Yahoo? Yahoo. Yahoo. Either way, Genesis were looking golden, but they just managed to knock each other. I think Genesis got the flush. Yes, they did. And they should be able to get the revive, so they're going to be 3 back on their feet. Yahoo holding the compound, though. That is, of course, Reload Wolf, Snakers, and Shinboy. It was
North is going to be messy here. North, the Inquisition is going to get some kills. There's going to be some fight on the northern side.
Yeah, they got to push down. Who's it pushing down through?
They're pushing down to 5 and Devious. What are they? What is their name again? I don't remember.
It is
Exile Gaming, yeah. So they're pushing on to them. And also pushing down
NHS
to
of
Dodge.
Doom. I mean, the NHS is bad, but I'm not sure of Doom. I think that's a bit going far.
Honey Badger's gonna find 2. Devious and free me, please. You have been freed, and they're done. Clueless is out on 12.
You don't mess with the Honey Badger, man.
No.
Just don't mess with them.
And Hisense Warlord is just...
Hisense Warlord.
He's just throwing himself in there. Now Dodge is pushing on to Exile. Kills are coming in here. Ooh. Oh, he saw him. Oh!
He's like, hang on a minute. That one wasn't dead.
No,
get back. Oh, what is that push?
Oh, another one. Oh, my God.
Push.
He's insane.
Oh, he got them all down, and then Shinboy ruins the party.
Oh, no. Oh, smoke. Oh,
he's safe. He's safe.
Yeah. Zone is coming in, though.
Jeez, how many smokes do you want to pop down? Hisense Warlord gets some...
Oh, no. Wohayo is going to find him. Dodge is actually playing this extremely well. Trying to get into the zone and just gatekeeping them, but they're going to have a rough time running across this open landscape because Yao's going to put some pressure on them forward. One hits are coming in from them. They're pushing in position. They're down to 2. Hisense Wall has been knocked to the zone. Now it's down to Caden and Honey Badger. Oh, Honey Badger down to 9 HP. Dodge is still sitting pretty here. It's a lot of the work is coming down from Yao. That's 1. Oh, Snaker's going to find him as well. Is he just inside the zone here? Yeah, he might be. Let's see what Finna's going to be able to do with this.
While this is happening, Impulse trading blows down the bottom with Genesis. H-Win's down. He should be back on his feet. He is being revived.
Oh,
so
sharp
might
shot.
work out for them. Shoot to kill. Losing Halo. Meanwhile, dodges pop out. Wally goes for the peek. A little too dangerous. Realizes he has to back away from that one. 3 people charging across the film towards him. But the Sonics are turning their attention this way now. So if they're not careful, they're about to get shot in the back. And you can hear the pings of the pan showing exactly what saved his bacon.
Nice. Very nice discipline from Bully here, pulling back from that. That was important. Pretty good. He's going to find him, though. He's going to be flushed. Caden's going to steal it. That's a yoink if I've ever seen one. Tickleton's finding some players here. They missed Maluk here, but these guys are able to frag out. They have a lot of control on the southwestern side of the circle. They're looking very pretty right now, Sonics. A lot of the fights are going to happen on the eastern side now. Dodge is still outside the next circle. Caden's still outside as well. And Shoot to Kill has to push onto Wildcard in a quite open space where Sonic is actually...
Oh, they're sending it. Dodgers are sending it.
Oh, Wohayo coming in there with Finna's Crop.
Still got Caden behind them, though. Oh, hello.
Wildcard.
That's an aid. That's found them. All right, stop. They're dead. No more needed. They've gone. Genesis picking up 8 kills and counting, by the way.
Yeah,
they are.
Crop's going to find Caden. So we're down to 6 teams. 18 alive. Shoot to Kill 3. Sonics 3. Genesis 3. And the boys from Yahoo.
Hey,
Relo's going to be found.
Let's see if that can work out for him. He's got to land these shots because they are just inside the blue. But you can see it's the open road push across. It's playing well at the moment for Sonics. They have really good territory to cover off on this western edge of the map.
10 kills for Genesis so far, Deman. 10 kills. Absolute fraggers.
So they've taken down, well, so far, Impulse, they've been pushing on him. They've taken 2 down and managed to get H-Win back on his feet, which is the important one. Go for that peek again, I dare you, Sharky.
The right peek. Ooh, the jiggles. Left peek.
It's the harder shot by then. I just got impatient and just fired.
Right.
Yeah, I just like...
What is Waldo going to be able to do here? Putting pressure onto Genesis, making it possible for Impulse to play just on the kind of ridge and edge of the zone on the east side. See what Yahoo is going to be able to do as well. They have the last kind of compound and has a good position for the next zone, no matter where it goes. They're going to be able to play from that ridge just west of the compound. Let's see what Impulse is going to do here. Are they going to be putting some pressure on them? Yahoo's actually just all of them are looking north. All of them are looking north and northwest. Not looking at Impulse. Shrimsy, Shinboy is just looking there. Shrimsy is looking at Waldo right now. Wohayo is going to find Pretty Curdy, and that's a fight in the north. Smokes are coming out. Let's see what Dodge is able to do with this. Nice nade to finish that off. Wohayo, get out of here.
Oh, the second one might catch Luke if he's not careful. You can see they're bouncing near rim.
They're still inside here.
Was that Sonic's shots coming across? It looked like it.
Yeah, that was Sonic's.
Luke was catching them. Down south, Genesis in a bit of a land of confusion at the moment, looking towards Impulse.
Yeah, Impulse is kind of the by far the roughest here. Genesis next, they have to fight their way in, maybe on this ridgeline here where Waldo is taking an aggressive stance. Would be nice with maybe one guy more down to the south here, because that's where they're gonna have to fight next. The north guys are not gonna move. They're sitting just inside this circle here. Impulse, nice.
South area. I was just about to say Impulse in the open. Gats, is not going to get it. I think they've used all the smoke and the utility they had trying to fight with Genesis. Genesis should be able to catch him out. That's going to be Jager's down. Gat's going to get caught off. H1 will pick it up. Shrimzy comes in. 11 kills and counting. That's all for Genesis.
They're just laughing right now. All the more kills they can pick up. They will be able to play this area here as well. Everybody except Yahoo is inside right now, but they have a ridgeline to play, so that's going to be easy peasy.
That was a head. He saw him peeking there. Oh, but Waldo has an angle.
Also has a really good ridgeline work here. He should get one more of the guys to come help him here, because the north people are just going to sit.
Meme, you are hot dancing there. Some say Genesis, I can't dance, but it seems that he has hot feet.
Genesis can't dance, but they can mime.
Reload's got them, though. Reload's moving into position. As I say that, Reload takes a hit. Snakers with a nade. H1 sees it coming. Should be able to dodge away from it. Just gets around the side. Reload in the blue. Just having a little peek, but he backs away.
Tries to look into the future. H1 holding down Snakers. Smokes are coming out.
Waldo's coming in behind.
Oh, look at this. This is extreme well played by Sonics. Are they aware?
Circle favors them, though. Yeah. Juking the ban. Snakers lobbing the ban over into the smoke.
Oh, that's a good nade. Pressure's coming on from Sonics.
Have they gone in too deep? Meanwhile, get Reload down around the side, but Snakers comes in. Snakers gets Shrimzy off. So now they're down to 1. It is H-Win, the last man standing at the moment. Hanging on, trying to smoke them out, but there's so many nades. Everything's coming in. It's that dangerous situation when you get stuck between both teams. Meme and Shrimzy both going down. H-Win hanging on. He needs them to fight each other. He needs them to fight each other, but it's not happened because Vorheo shoots a kill, actually got the kill on him.
Yeah, and they knocked the one Sonics player that were holding them, so they can push on to Crop here, finish him off. Gonna find him, take him down. Oh, gonna reconnect. Stop nothing, take him down.
Luke's there to save the day.
7 kills now, and now they have an opening because they got knocked. Shinboy's gonna find on Civil though, so Luke is gonna be the last player. Tickleton's gonna be able to take up Sharky. Let's see what's going to happen here on the south. The Yahoo guys are actually looking pretty damn good. Sonics have to go through H-Win before they can start doing something there.
H-Win, the carpet crawler at the moment. He's just keeping himself down low. If Waldo peaks, oh no, Snakers is looking the other way now. And Civil's bled out, so that leaves just Luke, the last man standing for shoot to kill. Sonics 5 kills and counting. I guess they're hoping for more. Yahoo, though, well, Snakers gets down. Sharky off in the distance. And H-Win's still going. Waldo's still looking for him. He can't find him. He knows there's another player still there. Luke, oh, Snakers just saw Luke's head there. Just got a glimpse of him. Yeah, they're all running towards him. Yahoo, 3-man stack coming towards Luke. Can he pop up? He's got a great ridge line. This could work out well for him. Snakers going to go for the shots. Luke comes out, gets 1. Will he get the second? No. Headshot from Relo. Puts paid to him. And now, well, Sonics, they're in a risky position. They've gone for a 2-1 split.
Yeah, they have to do something here. There's still a knock. Trying to get him up here. Rest is coming off soon. Shinboy's going to be able to pick up Snakers as well. Waldo, he has the off-angle. They are aware that Genesis had a player here, so they're afraid of him snaking. He could be landmining somewhere. Just going to explode as soon as they see him and then take that off. They want to play this safe. They want to make sure that they get the win here. Have Maluk guiding them through this on the back line.
This could be perfect for H-Win, though. He's just sitting off at the side, waiting for them. 3v3.
The good thing for Sonics is that he is pushing them here. He is pushing Yao as well, so effectively, right now, Sonics is 4 players because H-Win's off the off flank.
H-Win's
taking down Snakers, though.
Oh, he's gone down. You know, son of mine, son. Down he goes. 3v3. Here we go. Sonics versus Yahoo. Snakers, Relo, and who's the other one? Shinboy's there. Solid players. up against the Sonics, who are also solid players. Waldo, Sharky, and who else is there? It's Tiggleton.
They're doing very defensive smoking here, though, Sonics. They're going to coming out of those. I would have loved to see some more aggressive towards the other team so they can take more kind of positioning from this. I don't know if they think they have enough. Oh, that is Waldo down to nearly nothing. Not a knock just yet. Rello's going to find him, though. Tiggleton and Sharky's going to be the last two players.
They're both at the tree. They got nowhere to go. Open territory. Snakers has a fantastic angle on them. Gets them down. Tiggleton, the last man standing, gets found out. And that is a clean pickup with a beautiful little chick sign. Who drew that in paint? That's what I want to know. Who was the artist? 8 kills and counting. Is it Yahoo? Yahoo?
I think
it's Yahoo. Really,
I think it's Yahoo.
Not it needs 2 O's. So Yahoo.
Yeah. 8 kills for those guys.
Is it like the American slang of Yahoo?
I doubt it. 5 kills for Sonics. And I believe it was 11 kills for the Genesis boys.
They had a great compound
place.
from the off.
They played the whole southern side so well as well.
Yeah, and they dealt with the threats that came towards them in terms of Genesis and... Gotta be honest though, Genesis had Profi there. They were in a great spot.
They might have been able to do some more with that, but he did get he opened a few kills, he got a few and secured though. I kind of feel like he was
he got shot by the random from behind. Let's face it.
And they got 4 points from this, from him opening up the battle like that. They had 5 at that point. Finna, nice. He played this house extremely well, Finna, honestly. Got down 2 and pushed out the rest of the Riot Squad boys. And shoot to kill as well, nice position from them. And this is where it starts stacking up already. The top teams, the teams that we expect to be able to do well, are doing extremely well.
It's going to be a tough top 4, I think, for America, because there is definitely more than 4 teams that were absolutely viable to reach in that spot. I think we all know what they're going to be. It's going to be your standard names that are in there. I don't think there's going to be too many surprises.
I think we're going to have one upset.
You think?
Yeah, I think we're going to have one
surprise.
Upset.
Okay, well, we'll find out.
Or a new mixed team, maybe.
Yeah, a new mixed team, absolutely. Like for example, Yahoo Lair. Absolutely, they could be. They're all MPL players, but could be a bit of a mix. But anyway, going to go to a break. When we come back, we're moving on to Sandhawk. We'll see who can deliver in the jungle. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the GLL Season 4 Regional Qualifiers. Toby's back! So, we're on to Sandhawk. We're moving on to the jungle. Before we get there, we're going to have a couple of scores from the last game. Pretty close, and kind of following on from what we saw in Game 1, right? Mm-hmm. The same couple of big teams all up there vying for that top spot.
And with Sonics joining in.
They did get involved this time, yeah.
And
as opposed to 16th. And
we had the pleasure of casting Sonics during the part of Sonics.
Yeah,
during the Wingman
stuff, yeah.
And I'm knowing what Tiggleton can pull off in Sandhawk in duos. I'm really excited to see that team.
It was. I know Relo was with Stab, right? Who's in Yahoo now. Yeah. So I know Relo from there. Damn it! Who was Tiggleton playing with? I can't remember. He wasn't with Zoidmate,
was he? It's 2:19 in the morning.
No, Zoidmate wasn't. No, Zoidmate was with...
No. He was playing with some.
I don't bloody know.
Why do I always bring up these things without knowing the full details?
I know, right?
Sorry,
you're going...
That was my mistake.
Yeah,
sorry.
You should have gone deeper.
I'll let you straight there. Either way, I am excited to see that team play on Sandhawk in just a short moment. That's what I wanted to say.
Did you like the play where he threw the pan? I think it was Snake.
The
fact was like, have it!
The fact that it's in the game now just makes me happy, because teams they do like to use them in situations where normally that would never have been an option.
Anyway, Genesis going off with the kills. Fantastic stuff. Profi starting things off. Did get backstabbed randomly by Elusive. Elusive, random. Their 1 kill in the entire game was on Profi, sadly. Shoot to kill also getting themselves a decent amount of kills. Sonics up in 4th place. Couldn't quite finish off though, and didn't really get the big kills. Of course, we can see it is going to be the top 4 places will be the qualifiers. At the moment, that's where it stands, but we've only had 2 games. There's a lot to go.
The fact that Genesis has already put up an average of well, 11 per game now. That's pretty damn impressive, not gonna lie. I had high hopes for that team, knowing how much talent there's in the roster, but for them to come off to such a good start, I honestly have not seen that coming.
Do you see an upset coming? Do you see a team maybe?
I mean, there's plenty of teams outside the top 4 that still that I know have what it takes to put up big numbers. Who hasn't done that yet? A team like Riot Squad, for example, they're a little down the list. They could easily go out and turn things around. So let's maybe keep an eye on them alongside some of the others. Of course, more obvious top teams in. But no, I think both them and also the EXO team, you can see the Beck logo just on the south side of Corey right now. They're another team with both Taylor J, Bale Frost, Pat Caps, and Vegas. That is a scary bunch of players.
So let's see if there's clean drop positions for everyone. It's looking pretty clean so far. I'm not seeing too many contesting. Maluk maybe with Lamborghini. Let's see if they drop down. Over in boot camp, everything is safe. Paradise Resort has 2 teams dropping in it by the looks of it. Paradise Resort, unless they're going to drop on by. No, it is going to be a clash. So that's shoot to kill.
Yeah.
And is that Impulse with them? Not Impulse. With Alden, not Impulse. What are they called?
It's Caden and Honey Badger's team.
Inquisition. Yes, it is.
Yes,
Yes, they have. Okay.
That's not an area you normally see. Contested to this extent.
Oof, the circle has gone way down south.
Wow, that is
The cave is not even the center. It's even further south of the cave.
It's the peninsula south of the cave. That's the center of the circle. That's not something you see too often, but let's see what's going to happen with it. I like the fact that Inquisition is running this one as a unit. They know that there are so many corners that you can get surprised by from opponents, so they're going to be checking this one and think. I mean, you can actually see already now, shoot to kill, they're just bailing. They don't want to waste their time here. First off, they're not inside the circle. They don't have to rotate anyway. And it's just, there's too much of a risk taking these way early game engagements. So unless if you randomly landed on a helmet, a vest, and a gun, then there's nothing for you to take. And I like this engage, I must say.
Well, where would you go with this circle? Where would you aim for?
I mean, the fact...
Would you stick around the edge of Quarry and expect it to pull north?
You can't do any... I mean, the Circle 2 can still go anywhere.
Yeah.
So
I mean, we could end up on the western island.
Ideally, you'd want to be as close to the water as possible. Like, by water, I mean the river. You would want to be somewhere between Painan and down the South Bridge, or just inside the cave. There's a jet ski in the cave, you know? Maybe there can't be, because there's no jet skis on esports mode. Is there a jet ski in the... No, there can't be. There's no way, because that's like the only hard spawn in public games, but I don't think it's gonna spawn in... Can we have an observer fly inside the cave? Thank you.
Okay, yeah.
And check if there's a jet ski inside the cave.
No.
No. We will have to...
No, because shoot to kill or kill the player already. We
We'll
just saw Greg Shot's gone down. This is obviously as they pulled out.
Mm-hmm.
Dead.
Yep, very dead. Gets level 3 gear, gets to steal some loot, and he's pointing in the direction of his teammates.
He killed me.
They went that way.
He killed me.
They went that way. They even asked him nicely first where they went, and then they killed him afterwards. That's unfortunate. No, but I honestly, I can't really figure it out, because the east side, so much of it is taken up by not unplayable terrain, but Quarry don't want to be kind of muffled in too early. Yeah, I mean,
you're not going to go down docks, let's face it. You're not going to put yourself in a position where you're stuck down on the edge there.
I would almost rather play the western side of the island
over
than the
Camp
circle
Charlie
in the off chance that it goes west. Yeah.
I think I don't think, like, I'm looking at Sonics now. Sonics obviously in the main position. We got them on your screen here. And they're kind of just trying to figure out, I think they're trying to figure out what's the best spot themselves. And they're just thinking, should we just stay around here? Because it definitely is going to pull up north at some point, because obviously half the circle
next one could shift down to docks.
I mean,
you never know.
It could.
You never know.
I've never seen it go down there.
But that's maybe it's a new patch, new joy. You never
well,
know.
The thing with new patches is it does bring with it a new algorithm. So it does often shake things up. So just when you think you know, and of course we are playing live, so anything could happen. We are about to see shoot to kill getting caught out here. Yeah, absolutely.
Hell, able to find the first. Good jump down goes on Civil, and well, now the rest of the shoot to kill team is running into the exact same trap. Alo is forced down in proning position, and Purdy sitting behind can't really seem to get eyes on any of the opponents.
Car 98 being used.
I think a vehicle was involved in something that just happened with Impulse.
That's not ideal. Okay, car 98 not going to work, and now gets caught by the nade as well. Lamborghini sees Alo. I mean, you were talking about this earlier, right? They're the sort of shots you just got to go for it.
You would assume so, but I was just going to
knows
say he
where
also
Purdy
knows
is.
where Purdy is. Yep. Oh, you got to get the knuckle. That's a good headshot. Connected. Gets the one in Impulse. Well, the 4 guys in the middle of the road, but they do get the rest up, so they're going to get going again. I also have to keep in mind that there was no bikes involved in that, so I have no idea how they just knocked each other. That actually remains a mystery to me.
It's going to be one of those moments where they've just clipped a rock and boom.
Yeah. Something along the lines. Now, Lamborghini, he's going to leave. As you can see, Luke 12 was actually miles up north, so it wasn't because there were only 3 left alive. They had one trailing behind a little bit. Now he's going to be running down, but he's running at the exact same time as the Inquisition team is making their way down here too. So might get caught up as well.
You know what? I was saying
Tell
nobody's
me.
going to commit to docks, but Wildcard are heading down that way.
That's not Wildcard. That's the debate because Wildcard is up towards Pioneer.
Oh, it's
that
not.
is
It's Pistola.
time,
It's
who used
Pistola
to be
baiting us.
Pioneer.
It's baiting
It's
us.
Team Clueless.
I mean,
They might not be that clueless after all.
I'm just saying,
Maybe they know
these
exactly
people
what's
have
gonna
made
happen.
quite a bit of money in the game. It is quite possible to make another account with your new tags, unless you're not planning on sticking around.
Ooh. Is that what it is? That's what I should do. I should just make a Team Liquid Toby account, and then just in the off chance that I get picked up as But guys, next time when I write my player application, I'm gonna be like, I've already invested $10 in making a player account. I'm ready for this, guys. I am committed.
I am committed
Pick
to
me up.
I am
That's what
Svetlana.
free agents should be doing. That's what free agents should be doing. They should just be making accounts for all the different organizations. And be
Look
like,
how many are just edging the bets around the edge
Nobody
of the circle.
wants to
Nobody
commit.
wants to commit anything because it's just so
you want to wait and see what
such
happens.
a random circle. We
Yep.
just don't really know.
And the thing is, there's a 90% chance that this next circle will show us exactly which island it's going to commit
I mean,
to.
there's a reason that there's 4 teams around the edge of Quarry right now because it has pulled up that way quite often.
That's a
Doesn't
pity.
really give too much away, this circle.
You would think northeast, but then there's all those, where in this river does the river really count as water? And there's always, just like with the rivers around Rosok, there's always is it really water there, or does it not count as water
See,
there?
the thing is, it has to pull away from water on phase 3, right? But it's never going to be able to pull away from water. There's going to be water in it.
Yeah, even if it hard shifts to quarry, there's going to be water, like part of the river or the cave in. So who knows? It might shift southwest. I'm not sure. We'll know in just a short moment's time. But until then, seems like Team Clueless has a bit of a task ahead of them. They need to figure out where they want to go. They have 2 guys in a vehicle. And I think it's Image of Doom and Nitrogen trying to pull around the other way. Comets, winners of game 1, looking to. I think they're going to stick around. To be fair, they're banking on this one going northeast.
Well, Genesis losing H-win there. Their last men in the previous matchup got themselves 3rd place. But he's not going to be having much of a game this time. Lamborghini's still out in the blue, by the way, up in the north side there. As our Inquisition still coming down pretty late.
It is only phase 2, so it's not that it hurts.
It's a very slow Sanok game, this one.
I think it's
mainly based off the circle.
I was going to say,
people don't really know where it's going. It's just the element of...
normally you crash center and whatnot, and that can force some fights early because you know exactly where it's going to go. This time around, you have no clue.
Yeah, they're just like, I don't really know, and everyone's cautious.
No clue.
Rumblers are even coming in slowly down towards the hills by Painan.
Pistola Time has taxied his entire team from docks over to the cave.
Yeah,
he's been driving back
and forth.
back
and forward. Yeah, I was going to say, is he going to get caught out on the last one?
I don't want to run on the beach.
Is Yahoo going to get him on the last trip? No.
Well, there's only room for so many people in that scooter or whatever else he's driving. So now they've made it. Should have had a tuk-tuk.
Okay, so Riot Squad just left Painan and went south. So they decided, okay, let's go down to the compound south. They're hoping that it comes over. Because if this does pull over to the west, then immediately everyone that's that other side of that river is in trouble because they're going to get picked apart, and that river crossing is going to be a bloodbath.
I still will say that it should go towards Quarry, but at the same time, I've also seen enough PUBG games that that sometimes you get thrown a curveball and you just have to deal with it.
I mean, I remember seeing one that went west.
Yeah, I've seen those
Wasn't it the
too.
duos tournament?
Yeah,
was
but they
the
don't have the
duos,
same
right?
land ratio.
Yeah, is it? And say it's different settings for that, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Impulse and Inquisition all running
They're
close
side
to
by
each other
side,
here.
yeah.
They're going to be looking at Lamborghini because Lamborghini's going past in the vehicle, so everyone's looking that way, and that means Inquisition won't be looking this way, and Impulse... I don't think Adam's too happy about that, them taking shots there, because Adam's like, guys, I'm in the middle of a road, do you mind not firing yet?
Yeah,
But it could turn out that Adam gets across and gets the angle.
Yeah, it's across already, as you can see, but they're just gonna say they're engaging a fight in the blue. They've only got one knock so far. This is already now going too slow for them to really want to commit to this, because once the next circle connects, it's not gonna hurt all that much. But if it goes to the other side, that time should have been spent rotating rather than fighting a team out here.
Yeah, it's also left them exposed
exactly.
to Exodus, who are also taking shots on them now, both of them. So they're in all sorts of trouble. The circle. Oh my word!
And the thing is, even now the circle doesn't have to go
away
from
water.
water.
It pulled away from the main river, right? It's the main lake. It's still.
Now it doesn't have to go away from water.
I mean, no.
Now it can go anywhere.
No,
again.
it can go anywhere. So this is just okay.
Who wants to play center, boys?
Who wants to cover the river? So Riot Squad, all right. Let's just commit to the compound. It's center-ish. Let's take it. Wildcard doing the same. Now we're going to see, oh my word, Yahoo trying to just send it in the whatever they've got.
The thing is, there's a lot of area you can't really see when you just look at the map. But you have these rice field hills, like the plateau things. Those are like speed bumps, especially if you're trying to bang center in a vehicle. You can't do that. It's impossible.
Wolf goes down, so he's picked off. Comet pick themselves up another. The tuk-tuk, not the stablest of vehicles, the safest to drive. Snake has also been knocked, but they should be able to smoke him up. Shinboy's already going for the revive, so he should be back on his feet. That's on the edge. Now, Exodus are pushing into this one, where the Pat Caps is going to be able to get in a position early enough. Don't look like it. He's coming along the fence, but if he doesn't get him up quick enough, then that's going to make a hard transition for them.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun one, no matter where it goes next.
Comments are going around north of Quarry. And as, again, the Impulse and Inquisition still way out in the blue.
I like how I say I like how now, but I actually might not end up liking it. But this rotation from Comets into Quarry, I think that might actually not be that bad a play right now, because everyone is looking to fight on the edges, and they've just kind of sort of swung around that.
And Genesis just lost Profi as well, so that's two. H-Man and Profi both down for them, so they were covering the edge of. That could be an area where Comet could push up to onto Genesis. Now they're down to 2, but they're not going to know that, of course. We do. Dodgers, meanwhile, find Pistola time. His taxi and duty is gone, I'm afraid.
Why was he down there by himself?
Yeah, he was on the peninsula down south by Camp Charlie.
I'm not sure what he was doing down there with his team being up in the cave area, but he does go down. Unfortunately, D-Treats finds Vegas as well. Exodus, they want to get the knocks onto these guys that are caught in the city, but now with that knock, they know that this is their time to get the hell out of here. And seems like D-Treats and Yaxley are going to hop for the vehicle, see if they can get out of the quarry, and might be possible. Ooh. Clueless eliminated, run into Inquisition, and that's going to take them out.
They just lost, obviously, the man down south. They'd been taxied across, but Inquisition ran straight through him. Adam, by the way, from Impulse, is just following Inquisition behind him. Yeah. And now with Caden knocked there, don't know what knocked him, whether it was the blue. It was Lamborghini, was it?
No, I was just thinking, he actually had the circle. He wrapped all the way
it was around. The blue. It was the blue. Okay, so Caden's finished off by the blue. And the circle does pull again up towards the north, almost the edge of Painan. Yeah. Just pulled into that one. So it's great for Sonics, it's great for Yahoo, it's great for Wildcard, who got themselves in position. It's great for Genesis and Shoot to Kill, because nobody's going to be pressuring their backs. But now, this fight here is deadly. Like, neither team are going to get out of this, because they both have to push into Sonics, whoever wins.
Yeah, and that would most likely be that winning team going out at that point. And we're still keeping in mind at 15 teams.
Oh, what's going on down south as well? Dodgers and...
Yeah, big brawl going on down there as well. In the meantime, Pat Caps, he just found 3 knocks in a row. That was an insane spray down to D-Treats. That last bullet connecting him, I'm not even sure that was on purpose. I think he sprayed down to Cybele, and then as he got knocked, the second bullet headshot D-Treats, who were just perfectly lined up behind him. That was actually pretty damn impressive.
Adams finally struck again. It's down to a one-on-one now. Adam's been following Inquisition the whole time. And now they're down to a simple one-on-one. Balefrost going looking for Yaxley. Gets around. Nothing Yaxley can do about that. So Exodus do take them down. But as I said, whoever comes out on top of this one, they have to come up straight in towards the Sonics now. So it's going to be very tough for them. Honey Badger comes out on top. The battle between Impulse and Inquisition has been going on for around about 10 minutes as they've been running towards it. And he comes out on top just on the edge of the cave. Down south, randomly enough, by the way, they've disengaged from one another. I don't know how, because they were almost on top of each other, but Dodgers have still got 4 on the feet, but they've got to bump into the backside of Riot Squad as well, so I don't really think that's going to come out too well for them.
No, this is going to be an absolutely horrible situation for all the teams that don't have those compounds right now. Honey Badger does go down in the end of it, and you can see Dodge trying to make their way down. Corrupt tries to do some damage, but it ain't going to happen. In the meantime, his teammates are falling apart. Ladder finds the double.
Yeah, as I say, Riot Squad, they have been listening and waiting for this battle to play out. As soon as the Dodgers come down, they're going to be gone. Exodus also, same. They were pushing into Sonics. So as soon as they came out on top of the quarry battle, then it was almost, it was literally an uphill battle as they had to get up out of the quarry.
Really good spray down there from Shuru to get the knock up the hill. They want to clear this out before they even consider crossing over. And they want to find Krupp. He's out in the blue somewhere. It is phase 4, so it's hurting him. But, well, you can tank it for now. But once phase 5 connects, that's where you only just exactly get to 0 out with first aid.
East side.
Kabagini is still inside on the east.
Exodus. Sorry, not Exodus. It's
Sonics?
Sonics.
Yeah?
Yeah, well, Sonics. I know about the Sonics. It's
Elusive.
Elusive. That's the ones. That's the one I was after. Thank you. Fizzle. He's in a really good flanking spot. Should be able to catch Waldo off guard. Oh, no! Look to the right. Oh, no. He was in such a perfect play and then just looked too much.
Just looking around for them, and they were right on his feet. Unfortunately, that nade is going to give them some info as to where he is backtracked towards. But this is a tricky area to fight around. If Fizzle finds one with the nade, Inik gets the other one. Milut gets flushed out, but now Fizzle does go down in return. The flush comes in as well. So a little more time being bought by the team that's down to 3. But as you can see, the remaining elusive players, they're committing to this.
Yeah, Genesis tried to commit to shoot them in the back and instantly lost their man as well. So Shrims is the last man standing for them. Shoot to kill just down to Luke and Alo. Sonics going to back away. They don't want to take this battle anymore. Yeah, they're back to the safety of their compound. They realize they lost the man. Elusive, though, gifted double crates. We'll see whether they spot them, because that could be huge getting the level 3 gear at this stage. Anyone that's over the river, Riot Squad, well, it's going to be a tough crossing for them, isn't it? Yahoo have themselves a great compound once again, sitting watching this play out.
Yeah, this is going to be a tricky one. I mean, for Riot Squad on that side, do you go on the bridge at this point? I'm not even sure anymore. I don't know what you do to create the crossing over. You need to commit to it right now. And if you hop in the water, you're most likely dead. If you go on the bridge, you're most likely dead.
Rondas have not had a good game yet, and this is doubtful it's going to be a good one for them, because they're really in a horrible spot. They are across the river, though. They've gone along the beachfront. Wildcard right next to them. The blue pushing their backs. They can see Riot Squad smoke off in the distance. They're trying to get themselves an angle here. Jazza saying, Penta, don't go across my front of my gun, please. They're going to try and pass on by, but they will get caught. They didn't think there was an angle. Keenan, though, I was about to say, I think what they're doing is shooting at Riot Squad. In the end, Jazza does manage to take down Riot Squad. So Shuru going down.
If they can eliminate, I mean, which they just did, Riot Squad, that's going to give them actually some space to play on this side of the circle. Microfry, sprint, get inside the circle. He is in. Prone down, one more tick.
Look at that circle shift. Shoot to kill. They've been down to 2 from right at the start when they drop in Paradise Resort, right? And they've managed to get another. They've got the knock onto T-Sock now from Elusive, who once again have to push around this side. They did loot the crates, by the way. They got that level 3 gear. Elusive did.
That is not exactly
but they have to move. So they've got Yahoo pushing up behind them, and Sonics ahead of them. So it's tough for Elusive. Sonics also spotted down low. Luke.
The task for Shoot to Kill right now is to somehow make it look like there are 4 players there. And everyone goes like, oh, no, we can't go there. That should be their main task now. Shoot, swap guns, shoot a bit more. Just be like, rah, rah, we're dangerous over here. Rah. You know, like from Home Alone, the movie where he has like all the cardboard people.
Pulling all the strings.
That's what they got to be doing right now because they do not want to start fighting. On the other hand, they want to have everyone else fight each other. And if they can hold out Sonics for just another 15-20 seconds, they'll be running into elusive.
Well, Wildcard and Rumblers trading blows. Still down this south side. Keenan's knocked. Wooly managing to find Penta and finish him and flush him. Microfy kind of caught. Yes, he is. Shimboy actually is the man that shoots him in the back. So he goes down, leaves Jazza out in the blue. The last man standing for the Rumblers. But now it's going to be Yahoo and Elusive clashing down south. 3-on-3. There's Inner with the arm. He just got it from the crate. Didn't even really manage to get to use it, did he? Always the way. That's how it works out for me as well. T-Sock in trouble and gone.
Good nade thrown forward. Only 2 guys on their feet. Snakers and Shinboy might not even be 2 players for much longer. Damage done towards Shin, but he stays alive. No helmet now. So that level 3 helmet was short-lived pleasure. It's going to be down low, and now as you can see with the circle going back southeast, this is the waiting game has just changed around. Now it's all of a sudden shoot to kill has to make the push forward.
Yeah, Luke just on the edge, but Halo's going to move. He has got a ridge line there, so he should be able to work his way down. But Wildcard, he doesn't want to get hit by that blue. That blue moves so fast, and it's going to punish. We're in what, phase 6, 7?
I feel like, I mean, you can crouch walk forward, but it's not going to matter. Halo does go down. Luke might be able to go undetected. Crouch is way further forward, but as you can see, I mean, he has Wildcard on one side of the ridge, and he has
look down the
Sonics
south.
on
Yahoo
the
moving. Yahoo moving. They're going to push around on Wildcard. Wooly just got caught in the side. 6 hit points. Gets away with it because Kickstart decides to trade blows with them. Snakers and Shinboy landing the shots. They're going to rotate back around on the east side. Sonic so moving in. Tiggleton goes center point, tries to get as much cover as he can. They all move towards the smokes. They realize the nades were going to come in. Really nice play from Yahoo to just back away from that one. They are a strong team of fraggers, these guys. Tiggleton will find Luke, so that's going to be shoot to kill gone. And now it is a 3v3v3.
It's not oftentimes you see the amount of players alive here in the late game, especially given the circumstances of how these teams have been forced to push forward. But now let's see Wildcard. What can they do? They are the team with the
Waldo's going to have 3 on
side
him.
of the circle. Yep, it's going to be a tricky one. He finds the first. Will he find more? Time will tell. Bullets are flying. Waldo, nope, he does go down.
Kickstart is sprinting across to try and get onto Sharky. Knows the Rocky's on and finds him. That's a big shot to land. Gonna keep on pushing. Tiggleton gets Shinboy down, but Reload quickly responds. He gets Kickstart down. He's back and forth, and who comes out on top? It's bloody Wooly from Wildcard. Well, they benefited massively from Sonic's engaging on Yahoo there. And that could... It could have been a back-to-back victory for you, and Sonics as well. Obviously, they were both trading blows in the previous matchup on Miramar. And once again, we're here again. I think we're going to be seeing this a lot, Toby, throughout. As we say, we're starting to see the same teams over and over, and I think it's something we're going to see consistently throughout these 18 matches.
It was to be expected that you have maybe, that's what I'm saying, I think we can say like 5-6 teams. Where at least
I think
3
NA
of them
is
will
definitely
always
more
be in the
top-heavy,
top.
than
and
EU.
it has become, I mean, with some of these super rosters, quote-unquote, that they've made, Sonics being one of them, it's been, that's the way I feel like that region is going to be.
So this is, again, like shoot to kill, losing, 2 players very early on here.
Very start of the game. The first 2 players to go down, as a matter of fact.
They end up in, 4th place?
Yeah.
I think it was,
And with 6 kills, too. Or 7 even. I'm actually not sure. So that is, normally you talk about salvaging, when you get thrown into those tough situations where, what can we get from it? See, he goes down the backside of it.
So he actually,
the last bullet shoots the guy behind. He had no idea.
Completely unintentional.
That's what I was saying. Like, wait, did he just get a triple kill? I was like, what the hell? But yeah, he got the backside one. I'm not even sure if he noticed either, because it looked like a very calm reload. Like, uppy-doopy-doo, I'm ready to shoot in a second. No, but yeah, as I was saying, I mean, it is tough. Once you make those super teams, you see it in regions like Korea, kind of starting to see it in China as well, but they just have that much deeper of a pool with so many teams playing competitive. But Korea in particular, we're starting to see some of these very, very scary
massively
rosters.
stacked teams.
And,
we'll see whether they can deliver, of course. That's the PGS long down way down the lone. But we are going to have a break now. It is going to be a 15-minute break, so get yourself a quick game, quickly jump in there, I don't know, get a bit of boot camp going, a bit of school, the old style, drop into school, get a couple of kills, and then we'll be right back in 15 minutes' time for 3 maps of Avnqr. We'll see you then.
Welcome back, guys. The break is over, and we are just moments away from heading on over to Avnqr. I'm Toby, joined by Martin, and we've got Deman tagging along with us throughout this amazing weekend of GLL Season 4 regional finals across 2 of the 3 regions, because the LATAM region is being played as well, but only broadcasted in, I believe, Brazilian Portuguese. It would be, exactly. So maybe there's a Spanish broadcast as well. I'm actually not sure. I'm not going to sit here and say there is if there's not. But we are at least broadcasting to the EMEA and the NA region. We are halfway through NA today. EU played earlier today. And on EU, over on Avnqr, Martin, we had a surprisingly lot of northeastern circles up north of Stockholm. That's not oftentimes we see that. We saw 2 out of 3 games today. And
a surprising amount of kind of rough planes, I would say.
Yes.
We have a plane where 4 teams decided to go into the military, and it went north. So exciting to see what we're going to have here in North America.
Yeah, let's take a look at the last game, of course. Wildcard being able to bring home the win there is going to grant them a first place. But just behind them, Sonics. I mean, if we look at this, Wildcard, Sonics, Yahoo, Shoot to Kill. I feel like we're starting to see a certain pattern emerge.
Kind of the usual suspects, right?
Yes.
And Genesis, 1 bad game again. We're expecting somewhere around 30-40%, maybe even if you're a rough team. Bad games or games below 2 points. And the rest is going to be, they have to be good games if you want to end up in the top 2. But
yeah,
already now, as you said, it's looking like it's very much the usual suspects. But I kind of think we're going to have a upset or a unexpected team to go into the top 4. Yahoo's looking pretty good so far.
Would you consider Yahoo upset team, given how much individual skill there is in that team?
Yes, a little bit. I would expect Shoot to Kill, Genesis, and Sonics to be above them for sure.
True.
But they're definitely kind of a 4th place-ish team. Right now, they're doing extremely well for themselves, and I'm happy to see that, honestly. They've been grinding. They've been working hard.
They've
been playing the naps a lot. They've been playing a lot of the scrims and been putting in a lot of time to get prepared for this.
No doubt about it, and it's paying off, as you guys can see. They are in the top 4 currently, but of course there's still plenty more games to be played, so we are far from anywhere close to even doing something that just looks like calling out who's going to win. You talked about tough plane paths, Martin. Would you consider this one of those?
Yeah. this is pretty much as hard as it could, right?
This is the
other one that is nearly as rough is the Primors to kind of South Melter Power.
Can we somehow make up which one of those 2 are worse? Is one worse than the other? Like the diagonal one on a mirrored version of this one, so it's like Prim up to Melter Power. Which one is worse? Is there actually one of them that's better than the other?
I think actually the other one is worse, because here you can have some teams. Some teams can actually come towards South George. Maybe they can't go North George. The other one's really rough. Like they have to share the car spawns on the west coast.
And there's not that many spawns. You have 1 hard spawn on the west side of where Hella is right now, like down by that compound that Uncivil is going towards. There's 1 hard spawn down there. And then the next hard spawn I don't think comes up before you're up on the western side of Hospital. So then you have to get lucky that there's a US or whatever vehicle you prefer. And
oh my god. Wow.
Welcome to Avnqr, guys. This one is going to be hella fun.
It's going to be, this is already phase 1.5 with the amount of playable space or lack thereof. Wildcard is laughing. They're going to be going deep already.
Yeah, this is...
Rumblers, they're sharing this with Yahoo, Rumblers. They have to be having a rough time already.
I mean, Yahoo is sitting well in it in terms of points right now. Oh, let's hold that thought for a second, Purdy. No, don't do this to me. God. And he was like, I'll go back in the car. Believe me, I won't tell anyone. but no, the Vector prevails. Gets to pick up an SLR now as well. Has already found a level 3 vest.
So stacked. It's so stacked on the southern side. Look at this. Teams are sharing.
That's what I'm talking about. How the hell do you rotate into this? If you're in Prim right now. How the hell do you get to this?
You take a boat and you go south.
You go on, I was going to say that as a realistic idea. You might just want to find a gas, or maybe a gas can or 2, and go all the way south of military base.
Yeah.
It might actually not be that bad an idea, because even if you want to go up and in, you can't go north of Pochinki.
The only problem is
when you're down there.
If you take a boat here, it's going to be extremely hard to play the later stages of the circle, because
you're going to need cars.
how the terrain is formed.
And all the cars are gone down in that area too.
unless the next one goes super hard south and we're gonna have like a Milter Power, small Milter Power ending, then everything else is super rough. We've seen a lot of endings on and around kind of the mansion area and prison area and all the kind of hills around there. So it's gonna be rough to play this. I'm excited to see what these guys are gonna be able to do. They lost one guy, so 3 only, and they have 1, 2, 3 teams in front of them rotation if they go south. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams if they go in the middle or north. 6 with the South George team. So
a team that I consider to be arguably one of the wisest teams in this lobby would be Shoot to Kill, and they are. It might not be as tough a position as being in Prim right now, but they are in a pretty damn horrible spot for this circle, like literally on the opposite side of the map of the circle.
Yeah,
I want to see what they do. I think the observers want us to go through no-go. I'm not sure exactly what that was an indication for, but I want to see what Uncivil, Allo, Luke, and Purdy put together. They have 2 vehicles already, as you can see. I'm pretty sure Luke had a vehicle on his part as well. Now with Sonics leaving, I think Luke might have heard that with him running around in the open like this.
Yeah,
should be an indication that he has some info to go off of.
Or maybe just looking for a car.
That could be too. I mean, they do have 2 vehicles, so it's not the worst scenario for the team. But with them rotating already, they might just get a freebie in terms of rotating north of Pachinki over like northern between school and apps, and then get into the field that way through.
Yeah, I think that's gonna. I think the middle western side, like the school apps down to farm, honestly think that's gonna be very unpopulated. I don't think we're gonna see a lot of people going in there because they're afraid. I think we're going to see 2 or 3 teams take the northern route over Yasnaya.
Exactly, with the plane path in particular, because it was so far south, right? You'd have to think that at least 1 or 2 teams want to go north of Yasnaya, coming from the west to east, like going all the way up to shooting range almost, and then over that way. Maybe even if you're a team with Hella and Lamborghini down there, take the North George Bridge. Go all the way up from North George, over the top, over to Severny, cross it down from there. It's going to take a while. You're going to get there when Phase 3 pops, but you'll be all right. I mean, it's going to be a safe rotation. You're going to get in there with 4 live. If you have the Mets right now to tank it, do it.
So Exile Gaming came kind of slow to their loot spot. And they might be clashing with them later. We'll see if Greg's shot is going to be seeing them. Look how slow Exile Gaming is moving here, because they took so long to get to their looting spot here. So we'll see how the drop shippers they're going to be able to do this. Already early, though. Yahoo.
Yeah, they're
in a great spot.
They looted here. I mean, actually, there wasn't exactly here, because there was technically Rumblers had control of that double building, and I think Rumblers saw the car, saw the movement, and like, well, nope, guess we're leaving that area. And Rumblers had Milter Power, but it seems like they ain't opting to stick around.
I just want to make sure they get to the next one. Don't I have 1 car, maybe?
I mean, when you share Milter Power with another team, you don't get a lot of vehicles. And when there's a Milter team as well, and the Lipovka team.
9 million IQ here. Nice call from these guys.
I mean, they did loot no boat, so.
Yeah.
In this circle, I would never want to cross that bridge either.
No, that's true. But considering it's a southeastern circle on the mainland, the people that are in Milter, they are so close to the circle that they would rather get a good position in the circle rather than maybe bridge camp some of these guys.
Makes sense.
But I think the Exodus guys, they're going to go, you
called it.
Yeah.
It happened. They rotating.
Honestly, happy to see that. That's a
you
good
once
shout.
told I don't know if you told me or you said it on air, and I hope that you remember the answer to it, because you brought up a stat of how many gas cans you need on a boat to drive around the whole thing. Because can you do this without a? There's no way you can go from Prim to Lipovka without a gas can, right? But how many gas cans do you need?
If it's full, I think you need 2.
2 gas cans?
Yeah.
Okay, let's hope that. Well, I guess they could also just swap the boats out along the way, because there's still boat spawns on the south side of military. So.
Yeah.
So they should be able to maybe fetch a new boat at some point. But they are going to be taking quite a bit of damage.
That's the kind of stats I love.
No, I love them too. It's for these very specific niche situations. How many gas cans does it take to take a boat from Lipovka to Prim?
Yeah.
South around military base, that is. Yeah, that's one we might get to need. Let's see, Riot. They've positioned themselves up on this. This shack should have a name, because it's so played. Like, it is so played.
Isn't it just called Shack?
Well, I mean, just like with all the other ones, but I feel like this one deserves a particular, just like that whole area of the map. What is that type? Is that a no? It's not really a cliff. What do you call that area? Like that type of terrain? I don't know. Let's hold that thought. Rumblers there on fire, quite literally. Vehicle on fire. Yahoo tried to figure out if they could do a bit of a rotation gatekeeper on them, but right now Cherry is saying, get the hell out of here, Relo. We're trying to rotate into the circle.
This is our little... this is the shelf, actually, right? I think the Americans call it shelf.
That plateau over there? That makes sense. Makes sense.
I'm quite sure. Wolf, drive-by? Oh, pulling up behind them. Oh, that could be...
Does it count as a drive-by when there's a person driving the car?
Yeah, I would say so.
I thought the drive-by is only when you swap to the passengers.
Oh, that's a K-mine.
That's a K-mine. Okay, fair enough. Oh, this is a great position from Wolf.
Oh, no. Oh, Cherry Bomb just popped him.
They are getting lasered right now. Snakers and Wolf, they're doing all the damage needed to keep their two teammates up on their feet. Cherry, he did do some damage in return, but as you can see here, he's been massively contained by Wolf and Snakers. Wow. They're just hitting everything.
Nice shots. Quick finishes. Nice flushes.
Really, really great play.
It's going to be rough for Rumblers, honestly.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. Let's see new circle. First one was absolutely horrible. How ruthless Mr. Brennan Green are you going to be to these poor PUBG players? Hold that thought. The circle goes north away from the water as well. Feels bad if you're south of military base right now.
Really great circle, honestly.
It is. I mean, it's going to be very, very playable. It's a very good competitive circle. I don't mind these circles whatsoever. High Sense finds the nut. And the flush onto Yaxley. He's going to go down and D-treats and Disciple. Well, the Deman saw the circle go north. Might as well see if there's any real estate up there available for you. Can we zoom out on the map for a second? I want to see how far our boat team has made it. How far has they... Where are they? Oh, they're down by Novo now. Okay, they'll get there. They'll get there.
Yeah, that was good.
Why does it say... Oh, they lost one early. They lost one. I was like, what, did someone fall in the water? But no, they did lose one early. That is true.
They're gonna be decent in this. Let's see how... I'm curious to where they're gonna land. Okay, so they have half gas. They're gonna be more than enough for that.
Look at that. 12 bandages, 5 first aids. They are plenty fine. They can even tank phase 3, and we only phase 2 closing in, and it's not even closing in yet. So there's plenty of time for them to rotate up. If I was them, wait a little while longer. Actually, don't stress it now. Just wait a little while longer.
Yeah.
Beach either down by Milta, find a vehicle there, or just go up to the Pufka late, because there's going to be no one playing that backside of it, because it's going to shift away from the water in 2 circles anyway, so people will have pushed further inland.
I think both is viable here. They might be thinking with such a northwestern hard shift that the north and maybe even potentially the west side is going to be decent for them. We can obviously see the map, but we'll see how they're gonna defend that. Vegas taking some shots, not connecting any on Relo or Shinboy for that matter.
Vegas, he's more for bold action, you know?
Yeah, he definitely hits both. Absolutely mad.
I was trying to make an excuse for him of not hitting the shot. Had he had his bold action, he would pop them out of that car instantly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all know that would have been the case, but not
both actually.
Oh yeah, exactly. Would have gotten both of them.
Yeah.
Easy. But nope, that's what you get for swapping over to an AMR. Maybe he didn't find an AR. Or find a bold. I haven't actually noticed today. Has he been playing bold actions today?
I haven't seen it just yet.
No, I haven't seen a whole lot of bold actioning. As I say that, I do hear a bold action somewhere on the map, but
that's a big boy.
I'm not sure who was the one out there shooting with it. Seems like Krupp has an idea where D-treats and Disciple are.
Yeah.
But
Sharing mentioned this earlier. I don't know. Yeah, Finna.
There it is.
That's a big boy.
There it is. Oh, you were always good at those. I remember for Grand Slam, I had to tell them, guys, please do not use my guess the gun video. Can you just crop it out? Like, just cut it out, because it was embarrassing.
Oh.
I was so bad. I was so bad.
Yeah,
it was insane.
I'm pretty good at that, actually.
I was so bad.
I think I was the only one that guessed.
The thing is, when I play the game myself, I always have a really easy time telling what's what. But what they're like, those 3 sounds fast after each other. I could not do that. Fizzle, he's found a vehicle. I hope it's something that can fit 3 people in it. Because if not, then someone's going to be running. Oh, that it wasn't.
Oh, it's a buggy. They're going to have to leave T-Sec.
They're going to drive for another vehicle. Oh, there's a bike there.
Oh, didn't he see it?
Please see it. Please
no.
See the bike.
No way. There's no way. They're not seeing it. Or they just don't want to take it.
No way. No way.
It's only circle 2. It's going to
they're fine. Yeah,
it's going to be 1 damage per second. Now it's going to be absolutely fine. It's no worries for them. But they're going to have to decide where they get in.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but in competitive... go to the right, T-Sock. You're literally just giving up on vehicles right now. Guys, come on. It's right there.
No.
Thank you. But correct me if I'm wrong here, Martin. I don't think in competitive PUBG, when you're in esports mode, that the whole distance multiplier after phase 2...
It works.
Are you sure?
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Okay, thank you for clarifying that to me, because I've had my doubts for a while that it ever activated.
I've tried it on my own body, you know.
Oh, you've been a victim of it, yeah.
Yeah.
The late rotating Martin.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
how it is.
the loot gobbling. It's unfortunate.
It's a
very
disease.
Oh, it's gonna finish him off. That's Honey Badger down. This is looking fine here. Position might be in trouble. They have a pretty good kind of.
They're
grip on
containing them
right
pretty
here.
well inside
Yeah.
this little dip. If they could underhand some
That's one
nades down
more.
there too, it will help out. Vegas just has a really perfect, like really good position from the side here.
Let's get a J. Oh, he's gonna be pushing him nice. Caden's gonna go down. That's one player left now. High sense. Caden's gonna find bail for us though.
This is just schematic, like movement by movement, good PUBG.
Well played.
From even though they get 2 knocks, they'll get the reses back up. This is just overall really, really well controlled push. Like never overstepping. If you get the knock, make sure to be in a position where you can fall back and get res. Vegas was always playing it smart from the side. Great play right there. Luke, he's gonna find one, but he goes down immediately after Sonic's there to retaliate. And seems to me like the Exile team just got a freebie.
Yeah. Free me, please. He nearly got freed from his body, but
Yeah.
now Sharky's trying to find one more. Pfeiffer Elo is gonna find him. So they're pushing them off. Luke, he's trying to get
That's what the Sharky with the Hakuna Matata name.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, makes sense. I'm gonna call him Hakuna Matata from now on. By the way.
Yada Masaki.
Same.
Still don't know what it means.
toss
They're
an
gonna
accent
they're
on
gonna
that.
push this. They're sending 2 guys to push this to get those points there.
I mean, they have Sharky. They're looking around and trying to feed all the info that they can. The door is closed now, and it's too far away that they can break it with bullets. But nades are available to Luke, and I'm Luke. But
Next circle.
do you really want to hard commit to this? I don't know if you do.
They're fighting to
They're-
keep them free and like they have a very good compound. The 2 other guys are holding a very good
Yeah.
compound on the high ground there. 3 guys here. Chuck 1 nade in, chuck 2 nades in. You're gonna be fine.
Throw one to blow the door and have the other one throw the nade immediately after, and there's going to be absolutely no chance for the Exile team to
Or
respond.
take a
to it.
chance to throw it in the window. and Hope it doesn't hit one of the window bars.
Yeah, true.
I don't like that though.
The window bars?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
window,
they're-
like it's a chance you want to take. You want to make it perfect here. Are they doing it? Are they
He's
both lining it up?
cooking it.
Both have it. That's one.
You see, blow up the door,
Nice.
throw the next one inside immediately.
Oh my
Oh, the timing!
Perfect.
Perfect throw. I mean, it would have been perfect had they all died because of it. But that one right
Oh
there
my God! I
was
get another one. Lass is in the toilet.
absolutely amazing execution. Great play, Sonics.
Perfect. Well played by these guys, and they're going to be able to finish off the last one most likely as well. Panther's in the toilet.
That is exactly what we said. Have one blow up the door, and immediately as that door is blown up, time it with the second nade falling into the room. Wow, that is great. They only got 1 flush, sure, but they did what they wanted to. Commence the chaos and then back off.
They did the damage, yeah.
Yeah, now they got the circle. There's absolutely no reason for them to be sitting around up there anymore. They have arguably the best compound in the circle right now. So go back, chill the hell out, and wait to get breached by somebody. Because it will probably happen soon.
See how Ratchet's going to play this. If they manage to maintain the north control here, they can play so much space on the,
They'll have a lot of room in the dip,
the dip and the kind of ridge line there.
4
they could
people in
potentially
the
get a lot of
yellow? That seems like a last resort play where they could have tried to see what else was available. Like, they came in from
because you
way
lose your cars
south.
here as well.
They came in from way
Yeah,
south. I think they rotated out of heaven. They could have scouted something else, I feel like. Go over to Yasnaya, send one guy up on the roof of the police station, see what's available in the, like out towards the northeast. Speaking of breaches, here comes the entirety of Exodus. 1 down. Here comes Taylor J. That's 2. Wooly finds the second. Sharpshot finds the third. Vegas by himself. This door ain't getting opened up in Vegas. You need to start doing some damage here if you want to stay alive.
Oh,
Ain't
you
gonna
walked
happen.
into it.
Wow.
Nice defense here
Denied.
from Wildcard. Yeah, that's a deny. I respect the pull up there, but
Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't know.
Execution, not so much.
No.
I mean, you saw how they came in. They allowed for Woolwich to take out one, go back, reload, take out one, go back, reload. And I think it simply comes down to one was on a bike. He was the one driving first. He's going to get there before the US, or before the Dasha. We're just going to get there before the buggy.
There's also other things like if you're phase 4 and you're doing a pull up, you're always gonna have other teams close enough to do a lot of damage to you while you're doing up, so you can't stay outside to push and put in the nades. Rello gonna be taken down by Devious.
Yikes. No one saw that, don't worry. He didn't get the knock.
Oh, Sharky actually found Devious, so Relo, he's going to be finished off by Elo, but there are going to be 3 guys alive here. Yahoo, Camberghini is still alive. Let's see how they're going to fare. Oh, Sharky, Dropshot is going to be taken down by Camberghini, or Wolf is going to take down Camberghini. And now Rumblers are fighting.
They're miles out on the edge against exclusive, or elusive. Elusive. This is a fight that I don't think anyone here would want to have to take. Cherry is by himself, 0 kills. So you're looking at a 0-point game for the Rumblers, and I'm not seeing how the hell Cherry Poppins get out of here alive. And Elusive is a team that came with a boat, keep that in mind. Yeah. They're the ones that have rotated literally the entire game, and they've actually made it to the circle. And not necessarily in the worst spot either, if they can push further north.
Yeah, they have to grab on the northern side and take
They need to deal with Cherry.
They can't get into the compound. They have to deal with Cherry here. Potentially come in. There's some kind of good open spaces on the northeastern side that they can play. So let's see how Cherry's going to be able to survive that Elo and shoot to kill 3 guys. Alive and 3 kills so far. Nate's going to be coming in.
Ooh. Good night, Wolf.
Oh, no way. No way, Until. That's so unfortunate.
That's not unfortunate. That is... Can I say bad? It was his own nade. It was his own nade, Martin.
The timing in the door and peeking while it explodes.
Have you ever seen Band of Brothers?
Yeah.
The show? Where the guy, shoots the nade into the room and then he opens the door, runs in and explodes his own face off? That's what just happened. That's pretty much what just happened.
That's true. And it's for a compound that's just like...
And he got flushed because of it too. That's.
They can't do much here though. Like the Yahoo guys are gonna be holding them. Riot Squad knows that they're there, and Sonics are just taking shots at them, easy peasy. Now here, Comets.
In before Elusive wins this game, having rotated all the way around military, that was just perfect. Oh, D Streets wanted to time it right with the vehicle driving away, but not gonna be able to connect the shots on towards him to get the kill in there. For Earth is going to be able to stay alive for now.
Finna's going to take down Disciple. He's going to finish him off. Oh, 90. He's going to be going out. Finna can do more here. Swaps to red dot. Features is going to take down For Earth and finish him off as well. So now they're down to 3. Tetris is the last play. He has nothing. No HP. He's going to be found. Nice shot by Finna. He's going to be off. Now Circle is coming in and they have to run straight towards Wildcard.
Boosters in the blue?
Yeah. 5th zone, 5 damage per second.
The circle is really close. You could just run into the circle first and then start healing.
Tiggleton is off. Shrimsy. Genesis pushed onto this very well.
Yeah.
Tiggleton was alone here. Yeah.
Pushing out of the one of the best compounds in the game previously before that forest was added. Down by where Shrimsy is now. Trying to get somewhat of a footing inside the circle. And well, they've taken the control of this granny. But it doesn't seem like Sonics are going to let them go any further.
Wildcard. What's happening with Wildcard on Dodge in the south side? I think they're going to be just running targets here. T-Star's going down to the circle. That's elusive. Now Cherry Poppins are going to be able to be the last guy alive here. Wildcard. Looking at this Keenan, he knows where Finna is. Finna has the arm. He's just going to be hiding behind this rock. Oh, he's going to be found most likely. Shrimpsy. He's going to find him on the other angle. Adam and Impulse.
Ooh, is out. Nice hold from Impulse there. Yeah. Have to hold off the team Clueless as they came pushing forward. And as you said as well, Cherry's actually been able to hold off pretty decently against the Elusive up northeast. So she's going to get a straight up 1v1.
Yeah, he's going to get points now. If he can finish off Delta, that's 2 points. Oh no, 1 point. But he's most likely going to be able to survive even further.
True.
So let's see if he's going to be able to get another additional point from this.
Him being a solo with 13 teams alive just before. I was not seeing them get any points, but well, I guess 1 point is secured.
Oh my god. That's
Will they get more? Most likely not.
Yeah. The Riot Squad is looking actually really good here. If they're able to take out Yahoo, that's going to be fine. Delta's going to be out, yeah. And now Impulse, they're going to have to be moving in. They're going to be using all their vehicles to make some kind of a fort further into the zone. Or maybe rush the shack. I doubt it, though. The Riot Squad boys, they're going to be holding this northern side and taking all... This dip, Riot Squad is looking very good. If they manage to get all 4 guys alive to this ridgeline here and be able to take out Yahoo without losing anyone, they could win this game.
What you just said there is going to be the most important thing. They need to deal with Yahoo before they can even rotate. Because in order to make that rotation, they need to play on the side of the circle that's facing the compound. Yeah. And if they won't have a side of the car to jump out on if they got getting shot at from both sides.
What I would like to see is them taking some guys on the northeastern side of the circle, taking multiple angles here, pushing in on the northeast, and then cleaning out that side of the circle, and then pushing in afterwards. Kickstop's going to find Profi, though.
Yeah, they pushed up underneath the compound, probably getting called out. It's going to get knocked. Yeah, I mean, I like the place here. No, don't overcommit to anything. Just find a spot inside the circle, and they're just fine here. They have enough cover that they can't be seen from the compound to the east, and they know for a fact that compound is going to be out now as well. Nope, goodbye, vehicle. Sniggers. And that's the vehicle that runs the player.
Spotted. No.
NA Nates, by the way. Ladder goes down, so that's Riot losing 1.
It's going to be finished off. Yeah, Shinboy is going to yoink that one.
Mine now.
Yep. And Genesis managed to get all 4 guys up alive again. It's going to be a rough... The Southwest here is going to be rough. Impulse and the Riot Squad boys, they're going to be looking happy. H-Spin, it's going to be yoinked again. Sharky taking one of those. These guys are sharing happily. Shinboy taking some shots at Riot Squad. He has to move now, though.
And this is what this is the guy they needed to deal with before they even made this play. And the fact that he's still alive is like that's gonna make this whole thing so much more difficult for Riot. You can see that he's already taken down 2. They're crumbling because of Shinboy.
They should have focused on him early and not push so far. I mean, the position they have on the northeast is nice, but the other guy should have taken an aggressive position where they had the cover from him. Maybe even pull up on the ridge where Shinboy is like laying on right now. Cherry Pop and taking some shots as well.
He ran into the compound that Imp actually left.
Yep.
That is not necessarily a bad idea. Now he has to get inside the circle. Look at the vault. Goes down. Gats finds him and Rumpless out in 7th. It's only a 1-point game off of that all effort. So
Impulse
try and push
shots
forward.
This well. Oh, this is rough. This is rough for Riot Squad. He could have taken a more aggressive stance early.
Yeah, I feel like they could have too. They could have played not necessarily like aggressive in terms of wanting to fight people, but take a position where they can shoot at people and hold them off.
Take a position where you're certain of getting kills or certain of being inside the next circle instead of making a one circle play. Play a bit more chess and make sure that you're into the next circle as well.
Exactly.
Let's see here. Sonics is sitting happy. Teams in the south, they're going to be putting so much pressure on everyone. Shinboy is probably going to get top 4, top 3 with this if he's able to survive here. Impulse is going to have so much pressure from everybody.
He's going to be chilling for as long as he can.
Yeah.
Then he's going to find some bush a little further down south inside the circle.
Yeah, and he has the ridgeline to play with still.
Yeah.
He's going to be in for a long time.
I mean, if they go down to the east, he's going to have all the room in the world.
Yeah.
He just waits them out. He just waits them out. That's all he has to do.
See if Refray can do something with the arm here. Sees the smoke. Sees Giroux's going to find Adam. Finish him off. That's 1 point secured.
Got 10 bullets left. Just start shooting already.
Oh, Waldo. Taking shots. Keenan's going to find Gats. So there are only 2 players left. Refray and Jax. Shots are coming in. Shinboy is finding some more space here. Gats going to be finished off by Sharky. Jax is going to find Sharu though, so there's only Weezy left here.
Is he going for the Bucky, Weezy?
At least temporarily, because it's out just in a second, so he has to heal or try to smoke out. Nate's coming out. He saw him. He's going to be taken down to the zone. Yeah. So Riot Squad out in 6 now. He's going to be found or seen by Impulse at least, but he's getting a lot of help from the other teams in the south, southeast. So
and that's exactly it. I mean, I'm actually a little surprised. I think it's only because there are 4 alive from Genesis South that Sonics hasn't made a play across the road yet. Like, they could have taken control of the shack as well, but because they know there's a team behind, once they read that these guys are splitting, they will push the building, and then it's going to be too late for them, for Sonics, to do anything to counter that. Let's see. Mime finds that one. Impulse do go out, and, well, Shinboy, you're still alive, and there's only 4 teams left alive.
If he's inside the next circle, he most likely will take, like, 3rd or 2nd even, because the teams in the south...
He could get 2nd easily. These guys have to brawl it out.
I would love to see, like, all the teams in the south brawl, and then him 3rd partying the absolute last fight and winning the game. That would be such a clutch play for Shinboy.
Has any of these guys taken out... Because it's 2 4-man teams and it's 3-man, right?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, Sonics is 3.
Sonics is 3. When did that happen? When did they become 3?
When they lost 1 player up by...
Yeah, exactly. So it wasn't now.
Yeah.
So technically they could think...
Oh, Alcott. This
that
is
a 3-man.
I
like it. I like it. Do something. They know they're going to get called out of the bottom side of the circle. They know there's no one on the other side, so make the rotation now.
Nice.
And play for that. Really, really smart rotation. The thing is, the circle center is going to be on the other side of the road too. Why they're playing it this far south, I'm not sure.
They wanna let Genesis and Sonics fight first, and then they can 3rd party that and take control of the center, or further up even. They have some plays to work with here.
By rotating,
lots of cover.
Yeah, so by rotating across now, as you can see, there really isn't a whole lot more cover. I thought there was more there. By rotating now, they're forcing Genesis to make a move.
Yeah.
And that pretty much guarantees them a top 3.
Yeah, and potentially some kills. Potentially also being able to third-party the last fight, because now it's going to be a
out
full...
of the last fight.
Yeah, but now Genesis, Sonic's still going to move. They're most likely going to lose a few guys on each side unless it becomes a slaughter. Sharky finds one, stops a 3 versus 3. Maluk finds another one, or actually finishes off Mime, I'll say. H-Win finds Waldo, 2 versus 3 now. It's coming out. Shrimps is pushing in. Oh, nice push. Unlucky for Maluk. It's going to be finished off as well, so now it's a 3 versus 1.
Don't want to aggressively push up those buildings. I think everyone's done that a few times. And
look, now they're spreading out.
Yeah.
Wildcard on the eastern side.
They know that everyone's inside the house now.
Yeah.
Perfect play. Oh, well, that's a smoke grenade, actually.
Oh, no.
Strimsy trying to get up the stairs, and this is exactly why you don't want to push these type of buildings, because that staircase will get you killed, and it does. Sharky finds 2. Profi is the last one alive, and I'm not even sure where he is. Is he inside?
He didn't want to go up with another choke point at the stairs. He's going to try to stick it. He has to push it.
Makes sense. There's no nades on Sharky, so you might as well just want to go for the rest here.
Yahoo got 4th because Wooly found him. He's going to be playing slowly now. Zone is pushing. It's the 9 zone's going to go central. Wildcat is looking so good.
Wildcat just won the game. Wildcat just won the game by making that rotation.
Yeah. The question is he going to wait for these guys, or is he going to try to get some more smokes?
Smoke your balcony and jump off.
Yeah, agreed. The smoke balcony could have been sick. Timing. Unlucky.
He even tried to jump it first and he missed the jump. That's unfortunate. But should have smoked the balcony regardless. Smoke below and smoke the balcony so you have like a split second where they'll be able to see you. That would have been the play to make. He even had more smokes available. But unfortunately, not quite going to work out. Now it's a 2v4 in favor of Wildcard. This should be a lockdown with 10 kills. But we'll see if Genesis has something to say. H-Win down already. It's just Profi left alive. 1 versus 4. Profi, oh Profi, what can you do? Nothing in that situation. Sharpshot finds the last. 10 kills and a chicken dinner for Wildcard. And what we called, I mean, that last rotation, game winning, quite literally.
They saw that exactly when the circle popped. That's where they make the move. They try to get a different position. That was just so well read, so well played. 10 kills. That's a 20-point game for them. Extremely well executed by these guys.
Yeah, really impressive to see. And that's what I love. I mean, when you have these heat of the moment, we need to do it now. Like, we're talking about how much of a time gap you have to make certain decisions. When we saw it in the Miramar game earlier, I think it was Rumblers pushing for the center. The idea is great. The timing was just off. Here, they had a 5-second gap. If you don't do it now, another team will do it, or they will start looking at you and prevent you from doing it. They made the decision and committed to it before the other teams read that that was even an option for that team. Therefore, they weren't prepared to counter it. And they got over there before any other team could really respond to it. So great play all the way through from Wildcard at the end of that one.
So well played.
And they hold up here as well. By the way. That's what popped it all off to begin with.
That's where they got 4 of their points from. Nice from them. Nades. Oh, that's so unfortunate. I love that angle as well. Shinboy played this really well. He should get a lot of extra points for these guys to make sure that they got another additional to this. Nice hold here from Sharky. Got 1 point off it. Could have potentially gotten 1 more if he pushed down and tried to take down Profi.
That was a good end game. A good game showed a lot of good individual skill and showed a lot of I don't want to say heat of the moment, but complicated, hard, wild situations where teams still managed to have clear communication and play it out well. Great to see, guys. We're going to take a short break. There's 2 more games coming your way, both on Avnqr in just a short moment. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the GLL Season 4 Regional Qualifiers for North America. I'm Deman Smith, and this is Martin Avnqr. Good.
Nice try.
Got there.
No. Not even close.
Not even close.
No.
Good. So it's like the German good.
Close.
Huh. Oh, there you go. So you could have just said that to me like 2 years ago, 3 years ago
I
when
did.
we first met. Never did you ever say it's just like the German good.
But that's on you.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag. My name is Dave.
Oh, a little throwback to Dave in Berlin.
Hello.
So, 2 games remaining for tonight.
Yep.
This is obviously a best of 18. We have 4 games in so far. Anything surprising you so far?
Not really. We're seeing the teams that we kind of expect to do extremely well, do well. A few teams here and there throwing a game or two.
Yeah.
There's some minor things, but again, it is one of the first tournaments in the start after a long kind of break. We have lineup changes. We have that, so the synergy has to start rolling.
If people, they either finished the MPL and that was the last they played, or they maybe played in the PGC, maybe. Even if they played in PGC, that was in November.
Yeah, and then they had 303, which was online, obviously, and not a qualification to a LAN. So this is the biggest kind of in a long time for a lot of these teams.
A lot of
since NPL,
the super teams' new showings as well. So obviously, I'm assuming the American scene have been scrimming just as hard as the
even harder
the PUBG hub.
Yeah,
has been spamming out.
The Naps guys, Jay Bowler and some of those guys are doing extremely well with keeping that alive and having more lobbies than EU actually, 2 or 3 lobbies sometimes, while EU only have 1 or 2. So they're doing extremely well. Obviously, it's spread over more Discord than EU as well, but they're doing an extremely good job at keeping them going. And they have 2 scrim blocks as well. So good job to you guys.
2 thumbs up to the PUBG community, keeping it real, getting things going, even when things looked like they were dank, dark, and despair, when we weren't sure what the hell was happening in back in December.
It was secret.
It was all secret, yeah. So finally we get things going. The game's loading up. It is Avnqr, 2 more rounds of Avnqr tonight to finish things off, and then we're going to be kicking it off tomorrow, 5 p.m. Central European time for the European, Middle East, and Africa. Although there's no African representatives in there.
So but their region is represented in the qualifiers.
Is represented. They had a chance. There was a chance. But they didn't quite make it. In fairness, it was a run the gauntlet bloody qualifiers.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, you had a lot of invited teams in there. They ended up like Europe and CIS, sort of 3 sort of coming in from their qualifiers, and oh my god, it was a proper gauntlet.
Middle East and Africa, Turkey has so many good teams that are.
Well, you think of the top Europeans
bubble.
like Ents and stuff like that didn't make it through. Cutthroat. They have a cracking lineup right now as well. Surprised me, but. Sometimes if you don't turn up on the day, it absolutely kicks you in the butt. And some teams are getting kicked in the butt. The Rumblers, one of them. Didn't expect to see them down at one point. We have the same in Europe with Na'Vi and TSM down the bottom at the moment in 16th place after 6 games. Will we see the Rumblers continue to languish at the bottom of the table, or will they rise back up in these final 2 games on Avnqr?
See how that's going to go. Very well played by Wildcard. They definitely made that for themselves. Genesis and Sonic's obviously in there as well. Could have played it slightly different. Toby and I were talking about it after the game was done. Maybe if Genesis pushed out and just held Sharky from inside the from inside the house as well, they could have made it to a 3 versus 4 versus Wildcard in the end. But we'll see how that's going to go though. Wildcard, Yahoo, Genesis, Shoot to Kill, currently the teams that are qualifying, but 2 points behind is Sonics. Comets is a whopping 18 points behind Sonic, so
the gap is forming. The gap is forming.
That
top 5
already.
Pack, it's a bit worrisome, but then again, you know what? You have one big game, and suddenly,
we
boom,
just had a 20-point game for Wildcard, right?
Comets are down to 6th place right now. They started the day with a 18-point win, I think it was, something like that. It was a big win. Decent playing though for everyone involved. Couldn't cross. You guys had a pretty deep south playing last time, so it's a much fairer playing this time. Yeah, this is.
I'm happy.
This is nobody can complain really at this sort of flight path. Everybody can get to their point or close enough. Obviously, Milton Power's a bit of a long one, but you can drop for the vehicles. Does mean we have Yahoo and Exodus going down onto Sosnovka. Looks like wait, no, oh yeah, it's Exodus.
Yeah.
I'll get my name in there. Elusive, that's the word I'm after, down in Primorsk.
Oh,
I was thinking, I know it's an E. I know it's an E. Why can I not think of their name?
And they're going to be having Primorsk without people contesting them on the west coast here, so that's going to be a lot easier for them. Most likely just being able to get a smooth run with that.
For Earth for Dodgers, that's looking like he's dropping. And there's Rumblers are in there as well, right? That stack, there's 3 teams in that stack dropping around shelter.
Yeah.
They're all after the hard spawn vehicles.
For the cars.
Uh-oh. I was going to say he's going to get in the shack.
Go in. Oh, Millie!
In the shack. Somebody found a gun. Cheeky.
Got
to have it in a milli circle. Okay, well,
Well, Yahoo and Exodus, they're happy right now. Obviously, Exodus.
Yahoo definitely, because that's like with. I mean, it could be sort of. Yeah, you wish.
Nice try.
It could be. I'm thinking like North Sosnovka sort of finish maybe with the center being up that way, as opposed to where Yahoo are. Yahoo probably will stick around here because these are obviously all strong compounds. But I just wonder, I guess Exodus maybe gonna sort of nudge north and just keep her eye on that hill. I don't know.
With how the plane pad was, like the east bridge is gonna be very open. It's gonna be quite comfortable to get over that if you're one of the early teams to go there. We'll see if it's maybe gonna be Team Clueless or some of those guys trying to get that. But we have a lot of teams in the west. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can count. That's gonna be trying to get over the western bridge potentially. Either by boat or whatever. Obviously, the elusive guys from Primorsk can take a boat. I'm expecting Riot Squad to do the same. And then Sonics, they're going to have to move at 1 point to get over. And are they going to collide with Comets potentially? We'll see what's going to happen there. We're going to follow that closely. We'll see if the Pachinki boys, Genesis, if they're going to move out early, they can take the bridges open right now. It's looking they're going to time it pretty well and get out of Pachinki quite early.
Do you think we should start pulling gliders into the pro games?
It's gonna if it happens, they're gonna get shot out of there so fast because
easy.
they're very, very squishy.
It's not like you can get away with it in your solos and your duos.
No,
and just catch people off guard. They're just gonna be like, no, dead.
Yeah, but even if they get like blown out and they stop working and stuff like that, if you can just glide over the island and get in somewhere, it can do so much for especially.
It could, yeah. Even if you just take a big, like effectively like you're doing with a boat here, you take a wide swing and drop into the back of the island, and people don't realize you've just come there.
Yeah, but it's super. It's not viable. Like being able to
so risky.
Yeah, unless it's like a one guy scout meta, and you're able to give a lot of relay a lot of information to your teammates that are like close to you, that you can send them to a compound, and then you can land somewhere safe. Like that's the only time I'm seeing it.
Look at this bridge. What is happening? We have Ferry Pier has Riot Squad. We also have Sonics about to enter it. Genesis are almost at the bridge at the moment, but everybody's kind of heading for the boats at Ferry Pier. They're not going for the bridge, they're going for the boats. So Sonics are about to come straight in now. Okay, they sees Riot Squad.
See him.
Waldo sees him. So Genesis have kind of diverted and thinking, okay, maybe we go to the bridge, I guess.
They want this boat here. Riot Squad wants to leave early. They want to just get this. Easy peasy. Packup's going to find Wolf, though.
But they might get shot in the back. Sonics are going right down the coast. Okay, so Sonics are going down towards Prim, looking at the boats. We can see Comets have just come
look
over.
At that. Exodus.
Oh, yeah.
They see the 4 people in a boat right now.
They see Elusive. Yahoo maybe see them as well, because they're scouting the coastline. Yeah, he's just... I think Snakers has just give the shout to Shinboy. No, Shinboy's going to back away.
Balefrost.
Balefrost is just following them.
They're just going on. He's going to be sitting.
Oh, you're going to the beach, are you? Oh, we'll go down the beach.
We'll come greet you, mates.
Yep.
Welcome. Cheerio, lads.
Oh, dear. Well, okay. Sonic's found a boat. Riot Squad straight across. Genesis over the bridge.
Smooth.
Oh, no. Elusive
3 boats on the
well.
west side. Oh, Elusive. Oh, no. Genesis is going to get smooth and easy across here. Yahoo is going to take the southwest, the triangle kind of compounds down there. They're going to make sure that they lock that down.
This reminds me of, you remember when NIP, and I think it was FaZe that all got, was it Liquid maybe? Liquid were like gate camping, right? We had NIP and ENTS, I think it was. All on the boats down the south. They were all stuck on the boats and nobody could get in because everyone was getting shot at the same time. Yeah, this is sad times for Elusive.
It is. It is smoking.
It sucks because you literally can't do anything other than the driver. Everybody else is just sat sitting ducks. It's like, well, this is great.
It's far away now. What's the HP on the boat, I wonder? Like 20, 30% maybe? They're not going to be able to get this. They're too far away now. It's like...
Yeah, and
as
like they've done that, Sonics have
they're going to drive closer. They're going to drive closer. They're going to chase. It's burning. Like, it's smoking. So it's like...
Vegas is coming as well. Vegas is coming. There's a crate down that way as well. Whoa, don't flip that bike.
They're gonna go down in though. They're gonna make landfall. That's for sure. So they're gonna get in even in a really good spot as well. Well played by
Elusive. It was a valiant attempt. Yeah, Exodus have realized they're already in.
So they're gonna try to scout for information here.
But this is given the chance. Sonics have got in quite safe. So have Riot Squad. Genesis have got in. No problem. Everybody's coming across. Looks like Dodgers are going to be looking for the boat over Milton Power. Sonic's, I say in safe, but they are vaulting away like pros.
Yeah, this is a tricky spot. These guys, they like I saw a vlog of the boys, Luke, Microstar, and Hypark, I believe it was. They were out hiking, and I could definitely tell that Luke have been training because that was not a normal place that you'd say you're going to be able to get up rough. So they've trained that. They've been making sure that they got out hiking and got the experience so they could also do it in game. Impulse, though, they are taking a boat from Lipovka, and there's one team that is just
Dodgers
waiting.
is waiting, looking for...
Dodge, they're like, yeah, we know you're up there, Impulse, so where are you coming from? Are they looking... Are they going to be like, whoa, hi, yo, that's 4 points for us, and they're actually going close to them. Oh, no.
Yeah, because it's
Are
the blue. They're
looking?
just going to try and run it as close to the cliffs as they can.
That's going to be 4 points. Easy 4 points. Oh, my God, easy 4 points. They know. They know.
They're coming, boys. They're coming. Get ready.
Oh, no. Oh,
Open up. Open up. Open up. Oh, no. Oh, they didn't. They only got 2 of them, I think.
Yeah,
maybe.
2. One other guy died from falling because he jumped out because the boat was...
There's still one in the water.
Not worth going for. So that's 2 easy points for them. And then they're going to be off. Still 50 seconds till the zone close. Ticksons can find Mystery, though. So they're already fighting on the western side of military.
However, they did miss out on a boat. Because they sat there, the Rumblers managed to get by and get the boat from Milton Power Edge.
Milton Power Beach side, yeah. I think their plan was to get Impulse here to make sure that they could get potentially...
bait camp. Wildcard. Gate camping. About to catch them at the bridge.
Yeah, Exile. It's going to be rough for them if they just straight up go to the... They are going to be scouting here on the little ridge here. They're doing it by the book. They're going to see the cars potentially that is hiding. Do we have a car? Yeah, it's hiding right there.
So tucked in. I'm not sure they're going to see it from that angle.
Might see just the... If you sweep,
maybe see the tail?
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
They're already ready. You guys are nutty. Look at this. Pfeiffer, if he spots over there, is going to be seeing that. A slight eastern circle. So if I know myself correct and if I know the circle correct, we're going to have a radio tower kind of ending. And Team Clueless is already having nitrogen up there. They should probably send the other guys up there too. I've seen some nice endings up there and around there. It's a good spot. Unless they try to get some of those points, juicy points coming over crossing the bridge. Drop shotters are taking a boat. That's actually easy piece of them. They're going to be coming in very smoothly. Shoot to kills waiting to see if they can get some points off this. Inquisition still trying to cross there. I got a boat. Yeah, they got a boat.
Oh no, Dodgers are there again. Boys, Voya's pulling up. It's like, boys, there's another boat.
Voya, he's like, guys, there's 4 points coming in over here. It's Inquisition.
He's out. Yeah, he's hopped out. He's already
don't you forget. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, get
what
they
boat,
can.
Yeah.
And he's absolutely woofed the shots out. The rest of the boys are all pulling in close.
Oh, no.
Crop.
Finna's going to blow him up.
Finna's the man. If anyone can do it, Finna can. Finna gets some.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
6 kills from boats, D-Man. It's 6 kills from boats. Are you joking me? Oh, they could have gotten 8. That is actually 9 million IQ. They know know thy neighbor, right? You know when they're coming. No rotation. They're just, you know what? Boys, this is going to be easy peasy.
An Inquisition will be thinking, it's all right, boys. We're coming in late. There's the boat still at Milta. This is perfect. Okay, across we go. Meanwhile, back on the other side of the bridge, they're still sitting around. We are potentially
Exile and Wildcard. They're
camp.
like, okay, we're going to move.
And actually, to be fair, they can't go over the bridge because this is happening. Riot Squad and Genesis just over the bridge. So if they were to come over, they'd run straight into the back of all this.
Latas can try to get the flush onto Win. Nice.
So Bantha's got a jet ski, I think, hasn't he? Bantha's got a jet ski, so he's going to get over and see the backside of Wildcard unless he gets popped by Sharp Shot.
They're too far.
Go on, give it the best Car 98 shot
Come
you've
on,
ever
Sharp
seen.
Shot. What? You take those. You hit those, Sharp Shot. I know you. Come on.
Didn't even bother.
No, he didn't want to give the information away. Okay, that's fair enough. Bantha just wants to get in to make sure they got a leg inside the next circle here. See if Exile is going to be able to do something about it, though. Phase 2, still less than 1 damage per second, so that you can sustain this easily. But they just want to get across. And the circle is east, like the usual spot where you would camp is not inside. So they're going to be able to cross freely, actually, because Genesis has moved. They've taken the compound on the hill. They're going to be able to move all the way through the forest if they want to.
Thought the Sonics would have moved a bit more. They've been sort of sat around this area. They came in on the boat, remember? I think they just had to collect the vehicles. That's probably what the delay has been. Shoot to kill coming over 2 by 2. Lamborghini has them spotted, though, and looking for Purdy Cuddy in the water there. Now he gets the cover fire from across the way. And Civil and Luke got eyes on him, but I don't think Purdy's getting out of this one.
Oh, shots coming in nice.
Maybe he will do now. Yeah, that's definitely put him back, and Purdy should be able to reach the land now. So Dodgers are now bridge camping.
Oh, yeah.
East Bridge.
Dodge, they're going to be...
Oh, okay. So it pulls away in towards the hills.
Yeah.
It hasn't gone over to the eastern side, the circle.
So the pharmacy where Belfrost is in Exodus, they're going to be going 4 guys there. They're going to be looking very good. Or maybe play a 2-2 with the hill where Pat Caps is right now. That could be a good play as well. Yeah, actually in the comments are sitting on the north side. They could be waiting for shoot to kill. Maybe potentially drop shadows on the west as well. Genesis moving in. How far are they going to go? Are they going to stay inside on the northern side and play the first area? Or are they going to go in early and take some of the edges around the military? I'm curious.
That's a very unhappy Adam up at Milton Power running along. Not happy with Dodgers at all.
Trying to connect here. Sonics to a car off the Wildcard boys. Now they're running. Wooly has to smoke himself. He's in an off position. It's going to be rough for him. He's probably going to go down. Heels are going to go off. They're repositioning here. They want to edge fight this. Oh, Keenan connecting some shots there. Luke didn't zigzag anything, so he could connect 3 good shots onto him. Gonna be able to heal. When this circle closes, though, it's gonna go from 1 damage per second to 3. So you want to start moving. You want to get in here. Riot Squad taking some fire as well. That is Sharky finding one of them. Lata as well. Trying to jump, trying to get safe. Finish off 1 though, but Shuro is in the circle now. He has to start moving. Have they seen him? He's just behind the fence, so he's gonna be able to crawl a little bit. They have cars, 2 USCs available to them. Now they have to start moving. Oh, nice shots. Oh, he's been found, though, by Shiru. He's going to be flushed completely. He's out. He's done for. Shiru now, on the other hand, he's going to try to get away from this. See if he can survive and meet up with Lata. He's going to get in. Nice. So we can play this for a little while.
Clueless and Rumblers are at the same compounds.
Oh,
up on the northeast side. Lata finishes Maluk, no problem.
Off for Sonics to lose 2 players to these guys. They could have moved early. They wanted to put some pressure onto Wildcard because Wildcard just had a great game, and Sonic needs to make sure that they don't keep doing so well so they can catch him later. That ended up costing them a lot here, losing 2 guys early down to Tickleton and Waldo. Waldo can drive in the south, though, but I'm curious to see what Tickleton is going to do, or if Shiru Alata might be able to catch him out as well. Comets, though, Deman.
Yeah, back on the feet, the treats, but you can see they're getting pushed. 4-man press across the road. Don't think they're going to go too aggressive. Dodgers got to the crossroads. You can see both teams. It is Clueless and the Rumblers sort of sharing a compound almost. Adam has found a vehicle, ladies and gentlemen. He's coming over the river. At last, he's going to go into the Dodgers.
Straight into the same guys that
still sat there. Yeah, Wally down. So Genesis finding themselves 1, and that's Disciple. He tried to get out of that compound. We saw them in a moment ago. And D-Treat's also knocked. So M24 is working well for shoot to kill. Tell a lie, that wasn't shoot to kill that shot him. No, Adam. Oh.
I'm sad. He's dead.
Yeah, he only had so many meds. I guess he found the car around Milton Power somewhere.
Yeah, if he found it earlier, he might have been able to do something, but it was too late. Circle started chunking a lot. Wildcard deploying a lot of smokes.
Rumblers on the move down south. Looks like they're going to go around the hillside. That may bring them straight in to the backside of Elusive, I think it is. That's at the radar at the moment. Or satellite. Whatever it's called.
ATC or whatever. No, that's down by military. Exile sending it 2 bikes, just trying to get across there. They're going to go into the first. That's a nice play. I like that.
They got that.
There's a lot of space for them to play. T-Sex's going to go down. Waldo's going to go down. Latter's going to find Tickleton as well. So that is Riot Squad annihilating Sonics, actually going out in 14th. That's very unfortunate for them. They tried to kind of edge camp a little bit, the wildcard guys, to make sure that they didn't get too good of a game so they could catch up into the top 4, but it ended up costing them a lot. Lucas spotted Campagini. Running across here. Dodge. They are under heavy fire from Elusive.
Yeah, they kind of sent it to try and get in here, and they've got another one. Fizzled down. Don't think they're going to finish him off yet, Dodge. He needs to, needs to heal himself up. Support's arriving, but there is 2 teams on their backs as well as the Rumblers coming in from the south. This is a key focal point. Nobody can leave the building, because if they do, they're going to get shot from multiple angles. Vohea manages to find one, but Finna's downed. So at the moment, they need to get Finna back on his feet. Rumblers are coming in.
Rumblers third-partying. Oh my god, that nade.
The nade. Vohea, that's got to be 10 kills, isn't it? Yeah, because they picked up the 6 from the pickups as well, but Rumblers are coming straight into the compound. They're going to think job's done, but they're about to get breached again.
Oh, Jazz is on the roof already. That is 9 million. Krop is not there, so it's going to be a good fight here in the south. Microfy is on the back line. He's anchoring a little bit to make sure that they are safe from the backside and taking another vehicle in there.
Genesis and is it drop shot?
Yeah, drop shotters
on the hill as well. So they're engaging one another as the Rumblers are going for the breach. Okay, Microfy cherry popping, pushing in. And the Dodgers, can they come out with even more? 10 kills and counting so far for Dodge. They have been on a mission, this map. And this is what we're talking about. You know, teams can have that one big game and it will shoot you right up the points of the table. This is a 10-kill game already. So, still even more potential for this one. Keeping an eye on the kill feed. It is Genesis slowly being picked apart. Wildcard, I think they're going to run into a Riot Squad as well. So, it's all gone wrong for them up on the hills of Sosnovka.
Wildcard's down to just Keenan here, and they were sitting on number 1 before this. Profi's going to be found by Campagini and Hala. And now Shrimpsy's going to be running straight into Riot Squad. That is Genesis out in 12. Keenan's also going to go out in 11th.
All right, so Exodus's move has paid off massively.
Yeah.
Not Exodus, it's Exile, isn't it?
Oh, Exile sent it to the middle, yeah. They paid off. But also, Exodus's play holding down the pharmacy and the bottom of the hill here. They're going to be able to gatekeep the guys from Yahoo. So how much are they going to be able to keep them out there? I think they're going to be able to fully make sure that they don't get in here. That's a good hold on to that. But they also have to Exodus also has to be aware of Belfast and Vegas, especially have to be aware of.
Cherry's about to trip over Rax. He's carrying on north, and Rax is
fighting.
Yeah, well, Cherry's shooting over the top, so Rax is sat ready and waiting.
Rax is aware, but is Cherry Pop is aware. He has been crawling. He's been slowly sneaking on upon him.
He just took shots on NHS, so NHS is well aware. Boom.
Oh, nice.
He waited for him the second time. NHS baited him out. Nicely done. And that's going to be one of the Rumblers down. The second one may well fall. Penta, though, engages. 4 Earth down. Dodge, lose a man. Vohoyo, is he going to land another one of those big nades? They're coming in towards him instead. There's one goes out. He catches a chunk of Jazza. Second one goes through, but Penta's got Finna down, and Vohoyo's having to make a run for it. He's going to try and get around the side. Gets the one. That's going to get confirmed as well. Makes it 11. Spins around. Gets a second. Oh, my word. Vohoyo going off. Jazza gets picked apart. Can't get the reload off in time. Microfy will finish the job, but he's the last man standing. And Crop for Dodge has got well away from that one. So 12 kills and counted for Dodge now.
Oh, my God. Absolutely nuts. What a great game for them. No placement points, but 12 kills. It's half of them from both.
Well, they might get placement points. They're still in. Still in. Crop got him. Oh, no,
right, Crop, yeah. I'm quite sure he's going to die. Yeah. So he's going to go out in 10th.
Got the kills, though. Microfy comes across. He's going to get caught out. Oh, they see him coming. Oh, no, he's rolled right in front on the road. Yeah, but Exodus literally just shot someone here.
He's going to be running out. Oh,
it's going to be Rax that sees him first. Oh, Rax is low, 5 health. But the headshot comes in, and they do get in instead, the Clueless boys. So
I like how he took the car off and then span it so the bottom side of the car was facing towards where the players were shooting.
You think he did that on purpose?
Yes,
Totally. Yeah.
It was perfect.
Microfry with the plays.
Well played. But Exile is going to be taking on Shoot to Kill now. Shoot to Kill, 3 guys alive, 7 kills right now. With 22 alive, this could be a great game for them if they manage to wipe these.
This could work well for Exodus, by the way, down south.
Yeah.
Because that is a nice hill.
My
And
God.
now the circle plays into them. It's a really nice hill to hold. They're going to have the ridgeline the whole way across. This could work out very well for them. The last time we had this, remember this was...
a long time ago.
It was the French boys with Jazza.
So Vitality.
Vitality that were down there, yeah, and I think it was the Knights on the top of the hill, right? It
Oh,
was the
right.
4v4,
Yeah,
whatever
yeah,
it was.
yeah. That was actually decent, yeah. Oh, on Civil. Completely. So well played. Going to be able to take them out. Exile goes out in 7th place now, and Civil himself is going to be on 5, and Shoot to Kill on 10. They're top 6 right now. 3 guys standing. Pretty good hold on the northern side. Let's see what they can do when Team Clueless walks up. And also Yahoo's going to try to get into a new position. They're going into towards the center, but Exodus has 2 guys standing on the east side. There's Pack Caps and Vegas. They're going to make sure that they can get in. And it's just taking shots from Snakers.
Drop Squad are running to get involved in this. They're charging across from the western side, so keep your eye on the backs. They may well get involved in a moment, but it is all popping off.
Oh
Luke
my
with a
God.
spray down on
12.
Rax and Pistola. Beautiful stuff there. Now they're going to get caught in the back. They've got to be careful. Drop Squad, oh, they've stopped. Yeah, they realized that, hang on a minute. The shooting stopped, the kill feed filled up, and it's all gone a bit quiet.
Drop Shot has 4 guys alive on the northwest. They actually have a foot inside the circle pretty well.
That's what I'm saying. It's like they were hoofing it to try and get involved in that fight. Legging it around, but yeah, it ended so quickly they just stopped dead. Man, let's just ease off. Exodus gone for a 2-2 split. There's a big wide one, but a crate is dropping for
Snakers, yeah.
Snakers, so he's going to be happy.
Yeah, getting refreshed on those level 3s.
Do they have vision on it, I wonder? It looks like.
Question is, what gun is it? Is he going to get an M249 and they're going to win the game? Because you just when you get an M249, it's a cross over the silencer. Oh, perfect, great. Absolutely amazing.
Switch out on M4.
I think he's going to keep that. So not a lot of people that prefers the Grozo with M4.
Mm-hmm.
Late game Urban, yes, but here he wants to make sure he can long range spray with the 3x. Not a lot of people do that. Yeah, he didn't swap.
No.
Just took the 3s. Maybe took some 7s. I don't know if he has an SLR. Vegas, Pat Caps. They're holding this down so well. Exodus, if they manage to stay alive as 4, play this 2-2, and position themselves very well, we'll see how that's gonna go. Drop Shot is gonna take some fire. They're gonna lose some people to Riot Squad, Yahoo, or Shoot to Kill. Sure is taking some fire from Taylor J. Outside of the blues, there's a lot of damage. He's going to be chonking away. Sure has to heal. He's probably going to go down to the circle, actually. Yep. He's done for. No, Lats has the last play alive, and it's going to go. Oof, this is so good for Exodus. They're going to be having a great game here. Wonder how many kills they have. Most likely only a few. But they're going to have to third party the last fight here. There are 4 guys alive, 10 potential kills for them to get. They need to start third partying to make sure that they get some of those kills.
Vegas pops one off at Drop Shot on the hillside. Look at their rotations from Shoot to Kill.
Yeah,
Halo and Luke have gone all the way around. Now they're going to get wrapped. Oh, this actually could be bad for Yo, you know, because they're going to get engaged in this, and Drop Shot coming right up behind them. The nade's going to be just a little short. It doesn't chunk of damage. Halo does get taken down, but here comes Drop Shot from behind. Jason and Greg get on Shimboy. Shimboy goes down instantly. They spin around to get involved in this one. Snakers gets Halo concluded, so that's going to confirm that kill for them. But now, look at Exodus. Oh. Exodus have already moved up as well. They're looking to go for the win here.
They want to sweep. They see the nades come. Potentially could have seen the nade from Luke, so they have an idea. No, Vegas is nading the tree there. They need to play this together. You don't want to be dropped by Luke. Luke is going to find one that's reload. He's going to finish him off as well. That's 5 kills for Luke as well. It's 13 for Shoot to Kill with a top 5 position as well. This is a massive game for them.
Really,
Vegas.
Really nice spread from Exodus down the south side. They're fanned out, covering everything off. But as you say, the 13 kill round, Luke absolutely going huge, but will get found out by a snipe to the head.
Lamborghini.
So that's
more like Snamborghini.
Keeping 4 alive as well. This is going to be good for drop shot. Don't run over your teammate. Yeah, he was like, are you dodging left or right? And it's actually cost him. But luckily he gets out. Exodus, shots blocked. If he loses that tire, it'll roll down the hill, the back one, but I think he's safe. Don't forget about Latta, by the way. Snakers, I was about to say Snakers is in there, but he gets spotted. Pat Caps explodes the car next to him. Jason's not going to be able to land it.
Wait, did I say Vegas with an AWM?
Is Latta about to take Taylor J down?
He has an
staring
AWM.
at him.
Oh my god, he has an AWM. You don't want to see Vegas with an AWM. Oh god, yeah, shoot him, yes, 8x. Pop him. Get him.
Oh, he got it. He got it. He got Greg's head. He took his head clean off. Oh, my word.
This is what you like to see. Vegas with a bold action. Now, Hella is the last player from Drop Shutters. Taylor J, I think Taylor J has an idea that the Riot Squad boys are out there because he did see the knock in the kill feed to the blue zone. So he's going to be aware. So he's playing Avnqr right now. He's looking in the direction as well. He has such a good game sense here, being fully aware of what's happening. Vegas, 3 more bullets. He doesn't even need to reload. They're going to get them up.
Yeah, Pat and Vegas are going to flush Greg out. They're forcing the flush on Greg with the nades just to make sure they can get that one away. Pushes them back.
5 kills, 4 drop shots, 3 for Exodus only. Baleford's going to find Greg shot, so that's 4 for them. We want to get all the rest of them.
Taylor's backed away. He can't. He's feeling that they're not there. He's feeling that. I mean, with 3 teams up, 8 alive. He's trying to do the math. He's thinking there's got to be someone else out here somewhere.
Yep. He knows. They just got a flush on drop shotters. Shots are coming in.
Got the angle.
Nice positioning. Nice push here. Look at that. Now Raj Latta is gonna have to make a move now. This is a good time to do it.
Yeah, the backstab's coming. Look in the bottom right hand corner. Cheeky from Taylor.
Oh my God,
Taylor.
Calm down.
But he's gonna go down in a second if Latta decides to go for it. In fact, Latta's looking at drop squad.
Oh my God. He's not just a good-looking, handsome man. He's also an insane gamer. Oh my God. Taylor J keeps going at it.
And he just spins around. Couldn't quite get him down. Latta does manage to get the knock, but the job is done. They know where he is. Everybody moves down the hillside, and it will be Exodus taking this one unless Latta can go off. Landed the headshot, but Pale Frost got one in return. It's an 8-kill game win for Exodus. Absolutely needed that to get themselves back up on the table. We were talking about it at the start, right? Some of these teams, you know, it's just a 20-point game. Something like that is absolutely all you need. They played it nice and slow to begin with. They had the position and let everybody fight and then slowly took control.
Yeah, before this game, they had only 15 points.
5th place, though, for shoot to kill. And, 13 kills, I think, something like that. 13, 14 kills. Massive round from Luke and Halo, the last 2 surviving in there to hang on for so long and pick up kill after kill after kill. The kill on, I think, was it Exile they managed to catch out in the ditch. They managed to catch all 3 of them at once.
Yeah.
Oh, this is where Dodge were causing so many troubles. So many troubles on the boats. I think it was 10 kills for Dodge overall, or 11 kills.
Yeah.
Here's Luke. He's got them all dead to rights. Poor old Comet caught out. Here we go. Here's the double for Hoyo. Gets the triple there.
Yeah,
gets a double in a minute.
As well. Yeah. Rag's going to take down Cherry Poppins, and that's what's really started going
Spins
wrong.
around.
This is rough for Rumblers. If they managed to clean out Dodge better and didn't lose the guys there, they would have been 3 or 4 guys live. They could have had such a better game, obviously. But it was very unfortunate circumstances with them that turned out rough for them. They needed the points for this to get back, but everybody else had some decent games. Sonics needed a good game, but didn't have one. So the leaderboards after this game is going to be very interesting to see. Taylor J, absolute mad fragger.
Boom. Fantastic stuff. Yeah, wow. What a great game. I actually really like that one.
Yeah,
that was quite a good fun. We have one more game to go tonight, and that is going to be once again on Avnqr. Join us in just a few moments. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the final game of the night here at the GLL Season 4 Regional Qualifiers for North America. I'm Deman Smith, and joining me is Toby. He's back once again for the final game. We just woke him up. So wake up, Toby! It's the last game!
What? What happened? What?
It's Avnqr. It has been cracking, actually. I've been
was.
enjoying the matches all night long, to be honest. It's kind of flown by.
It really has.
Considering we've done, what, 10 hours broadcast, this is flown by. Absolutely flown by.
Yeah.
So the final game's ready to go. But before we get there, we have the scores from the previous matchup. Some big kill rounds.
Yes, I noticed. That
Some
was
shoot to
insane.
kill. Dodge obviously picking up all the bloody kills from the boats that they camped out throughout it. But it's going to open up, obviously, the scores for quite a few double digits. Drop shooters on the 10 points. Riot Squad up there, of course, because they're a performance. But yeah, look at that. Dodge, 12 kills. 12 points. That's what you get for camping teams out on the boats. It's harsh, but it got them some great points. And of course, shoot to kill, 16-point game, but Exodus with the win, an 18-point finish.
I was a little disappointed to not see drop shooters get more, given how decent a position and good numbers they actually had coming into the late game there. They were just sitting up on those rocks, not really, I guess, daring to push down the hill when they had to.
The irony is, right, the wildcard with a big fat 0 there, they're still third in place, but they had a big fat 0, and they tried to gate camp the other side. Unfortunately for them, everybody avoided it there. They were covering the bridge off, but it didn't work out for them. It does keep shoot to kill at the top of the table now. 57 points. We were talking about earlier, there was starting to be a gap forming, and it kind of is. You can still jump into it, though, but there are teams starting to slip down the table. They're going to be a little worried.
Yeah, indeed you do. It's we're starting to see some of these top teams time and time again be able to put up numbers, and you got to put your brakes on them at some point soon if you want to have a chance of catching up when it's only 4 spots we're fighting for.
Still, a lot of games to go. Game 6 of 18 as the drops get underway. Everybody piling out the planes. It's a bit of a further north plane, so down in Milta and maybe in Sosnovka's. Well, Sosnovka's not too bad, actually, but Milta way is going to be a bit of a long drop. Looking for vehicles, etc. We've already had teams clashing for those vehicles down that way in the previous matchup. Let's see if there's any adjustments.
Yeah, I mean, I would assume that there is going to be, because we had Rumblers and Milta Power. And
Yahoo are going to Zaki. I'm calling it now.
Yeah, might as well. You might as well go in that direction. And we have what seems to be 2 teams. Is it? Yes, it is. It's 2 teams fighting over Stalber. That's not something you see too often. So Rumblers didn't want to go all the way down to Milta Power, understandably. So it's quite a stretch. And they're going to be landing with Impulse up in Stalber, fighting for Stalber. That's not something we've seen in a long time. This is people going for vehicles. Yep,
all looking for vehicles. Just get out of here.
That's why they call this area the Crossroads.
Yep.
Or the highway, whatever you want to call it. There's so many cars around here. I mean, usually there's probably a decent amount of spawns, and well, everyone's getting their vehicles, getting their road sitting on, but they don't want to go too far because that one is going to be sent back with. Oh my lordy, Nate. That's out of a buggy. With iron sight, your target is smaller than your iron sight.
Yeah, I can't see it. It's just like I can't see it. There's too many dots there for me to see. Okay,
he's behind the
buggy. He's basically by the fence. Yeah,
he's behind a buggy. The buggy is smaller than. Look at this.
He's getting revived.
He's body blocking him as well without any utility at all. That is. It was a good shot to get him out of the car to begin with, but the fact that he couldn't even get the flush goes to tell me that was a pretty lucky shot to start with.
Yeah. So, we do go way out west with this circle. Sonics are loving life because they obviously bailed at the plane and went for their usual drop, the old tempo drop. Could we call it the Sonics drop now? I guess.
I guess just gas split.
I guess it's fair
so
we do that.
All regions can.
You know what? Tempo
name?
backed them for a long time. I think it's safe. We could call it the tempo drop.
But is it really a tempo drop then when they go west up towards hospital?
I mean, they're kind of going that way now, but that's only really based off the circle, right?
Yeah, maybe.
They wouldn't ordinarily be going there. So you can see Miluk and Waldo have gone up that way.
Where's Waldo?
With his stripy top. Exodus actually went down Sosnovka, you know. They continued to make sure they went there.
I mean, there's no reason for them not to.
I mean, it's safe, right?
Exactly, and the plane path allowed for them to get the vehicles down by the... down by the gas station in that area just before crossing. So it wasn't really a big issue for them to go into that area. Whee! Tickleton checking the suspense on the Dacia. Fortunately, the vehicle works out just fine. Going to be able to get over towards Maluk and get that looting game going.
So still pretty crowded between Dodge. Who else is over here? It's not Rumblers. It's
Dodge and Clueless.
Clueless, isn't it? Clueless is there.
Yeah.
Similar type of dark green badges that was catching me off guard. I'm like, it's not Rumblers because I know they're in the north.
No, they're way up north. Yeah, exactly. It's Clueless. 2 European players actually on that team. Rex and Aegis of Doom. A German and I think a Norwegian. I'm actually not sure now. With no, he's Swedish. Aegis, he's Swedish. Or is he Norwegian? I don't know. Either of the two.
Strange name.
He's sitting up and playing this late in the night.
Yep. Well, we're sitting up casting this late in the night.
Oh, you'd argue that playing at a highly competitive level is a little more demanding.
Well, you got to assume that he's basically on American time.
He's on an upside. Like he's permanently jet lagged.
Yeah, permanently upside down times.
Yup.
I would say he's permanently living in darkness, but if he's Swedish,
he's already doing that
it's
anyway.
always in bloody darkness. Yeah,
it's the same. Doesn't matter when you're awake. You're automatically jet lagged.
And then the summer comes around and there is no more Swedish playing games anymore. It just goes quiet, and then they all suddenly appear back in September. Oh, what? You want to play some games?
Yeah.
It's like, mate, I've not seen you for 4 months. Where you been?
Yeah.
Oh, the sunshine. I go to the sun.
At least they do. I mean, sun is good for you.
So Genesis is going to take the mountain. Nice and easy for them. Taking, obviously, very much similar. Coming out of Pachinki up the mountain.
Yeah.
It's like watching Team Liquid right there. Seeing them do the same thing. Ooh.
I was just going to say, I don't think that mountain itself is going to be good here.
Inquisition may bump into trouble here.
They
should. Exile's
Elusive.
sat there, isn't it?
Yeah, no, Elusive is there.
Elusive.
Yep, they're on that same
it's
exact
the garage.
building.
They've all crashed in the garage.
Yeah.
You can see it happening. Shoot to kill. Looks like they're going to take Cube. Yeah, drop shots were trying, but a little too late, and Lamborghini's been caught out.
Is that a Camaro and a Lamborghini?
I think I just saw one just rolling down the hill.
Yeah, Camaro and the Lamborghini had a baby.
Cool.
Lamborghini. Ow.
Oh,
Good shot, Hella. That's from a distance, too. Hey, come over to me. I'm not going to peek my head out there above the little broken wall.
Lost your helmet there, son.
Yep, good shooting from Hella. Able to get the headshot and buy Lamborghini some time to get off and away from there.
They're still all sharing this compound. Here we go. This is the one we were looking at. So, it was the garage compound, as it thought. So, Delta goes down. Oh, this finds one. Caden looking for more. There's one on the roof, and they're trying to figure out how to get him.
They're sharing the main house here with Elusive on the other side. Remember, there's still Elusive player, or at least there was a Elusive player down south. I guess it's not anymore. Now, Altless does go down. T-Sog able to find the first knock for them. Should be able to crawl back to safety, I would assume. But let's see. Delta is still down as well on the Elusive side of things. So, oh, there he is. Off the roof he came. Yeah, exactly. He wanted to get back to his teammates. I was like, where is that last player? He was the one hiding on the roof.
Okay, they're all back up. Everyone's back on their feet. We're back to a 4v4.
Yep.
The revives have all come through. Not really much else happening elsewhere, so we'll keep our eye on this one. If that's going to take Hisense down, it's going to get traded, though. Fizzle will be finished as well, so 3v3. People are going to be running low on meds here, I suspect. T-Sock
ammo.
Will go down. That's 2 down, but Greg Shot replies. Delta gets the flush in there. Oh, Oldlist gets involved, and that's job done.
Yeah,
so,
2, though.
Where did T-Sock come from? Yeah, they're further north. So T-Sock, they got the shot from the north side.
Greg was trying to third-party that. I mean, this might be an opportunity for drop shotters to third-party this building.
Yeah,
they got one of the knocks on them initially. They know they're a bruised-up team. Might just want to crash it 4v2 and take a good position in the circle. I mean, their position now is good as well, so if they don't want to do the aggressive play, then it makes perfect sense to stick around where they are now. But they do know for a fact that there's at least one player flush. That they kept their eyes on the kill feed, they'll know there's 2 down as well. So there's opportunity for them to go make an aggressive play, but nope, seems like they're gonna go further north. Down south, we have our Exos. They're making their way from the military base over and across. They're safely on the main island, and well, same thing going on the eastern side. Team Clueless making their way in from the east.
So Sonics, we saw them taking the hospital area, sort of area south earlier on. Adam Has forgot the rest of his team.
He found a car.
I mean, he was out in the blue last time on his own. He just thought he enjoyed the experience so much he'd do it again.
Yeah.
But this time, obviously, not being camped. The rest of his team actually going to get a double drop if it's going down near Cube. There is still shoot to kill there.
It's not too bad. Getting a little double crate for a late rotation. That's good payoff. Finna and the Dutch, they're coming in from the south side as well. And let's see, just about 5 seconds to go until that new circle pops. Sarki. No.
Ooh.
No Sarki, but a lot of water.
Yeah, this is. I mean, we've been talking about going back to 2018 stuff, right? This was the 2018 circle. If this was the case, we would have 50 of the 58 people sending it for the river.
Bloop. They'd all be down there already.
So as it is, I mean, we're going back crates. It looks like it seems as Inquisition goes straight over the river and into crates. We are going to see the boys getting the double crate. Is it going to work out? Looks like they have managed to get it safely. Yeah. Dodge coming in south, so is Exodus way down south and towards Gatkaway. Everybody sort of nudges slightly north, slightly closer together into George Paul.
You can see drop shutters. They pushed up north to try and hold off potential rotations, and they found Rumblers, but unfortunately, no kills coming off of it. So Rumblers able to rotate around. I'm not sure exactly how they managed to do that without losing a single player, but it seemed like a good hold by drop shutters, but maybe weren't able to land the shots they needed to. And now, actually, not only had they gotten into the circle, Rumblers, they've also actually managed to wrap around and got themselves into a good spot in the northern side of the water.
Adam's still coming. The rest of his team are like, guys, we had a double crate drop and everything. Adam's like, yeah, I'm coming.
Save some for me, guys. Save some for me.
A few car problems.
Any crates left?
Anything?
Maybe not. Not today.
Where are we going here with this one? Are we going north or south?
Well, next one doesn't have to go anywhere. It's only phase 2.
Yeah, that's just it, right? That's what I'm just wondering. Where
go straight down into the river. If
this one have like a funky Georgia ball?
We're gonna get that Sanok game. If this one sent us up on the water, there is like no way phase 4 won't include water either.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna go random. So
what if it pulls over to ruins or something weird like that?
It could.
Something that was a risky run into the crates.
Yeah.
Swerving it in.
Oh, that's a good parking.
Safe.
And
no, don't bother
keep
trying to park
it. Oh.
Got away with that one.
I don't think it's going to be using that vehicle anytime soon anyway, so this might just fall for the red. I find this next time just to get out of the car. I mean, if this one shifts north, which it very well could, look at how many teams are down south.
Yeah.
We have 4 teams on the northern side. I guess 4.5 if you count.
I mean,
you
could easily get, say, Sonics and Comets probably go over the West Bridge, maybe, along with Riot Squad. They could all probably head for the West Bridge.
We have 10 teams south.
But other than that,
north.
everything else is looking for the Georgie bridges, and that's going to get very messy.
Yeah, because the first team that comes across, they're probably going to just stick around and see what they can get with it, and then you're talking Rosok Bridge,
shoot to
around
kill.
Yasnaya. That's just going to be way too
Shoot to kill,
late.
hold cube, and
I mean, those 2 bridges are not even going to be.
I was about to say
for
Pog
consideration.
because I was seeing yellow because I was sat back, but it's Yahoo
You're not even
covering the other one, and they've no reason to move right now.
You're not even going to consider any of these 2 bridges in terms of crossing.
Yeah.
You're going to be looking at the North George Bridge on the far west side. And as I say, the first team that crosses over, they'll stop their car. So I have second be like, wonder if we can get some freebies on this one. So if you're Riot Squad, you might want to have your vehicles parked in that direction. You can actually see them in their vehicles right now, reparking, just to be ready for potential northern shift.
So where do we go?
Northeast.
North or south?
Northeast.
Who's going to get screwed?
Everyone is going to get screwed.
Everybody
Steven.
but Shoot to Kill. Shoot to Kill are happy.
You have to cross over.
It could go over ruins, I thought. I was thinking ruins.
The thing is, the next one is going to quote-unquote shift away from water.
It's
but
50-50.
there's going to be water. There's going to be water.
It's 50-50, so really, there is no way. North or south.
Here we go.
Riot Squad over, yeah.
They're sending it immediately. They know for a fact that the south side is so much more heavily trafficked than the northern one is. So get away from there. Play it from the north. And pray to the PUBG gods that it's going to go your way. Caden, that's some good shooting. Bands up, goes down. Might be able to find the flush. Nope, not right off the bat.
So you say banter, but I'd say bantha. As in Star Wars, a bantha.
Bantha? Is that a guy from Star Wars?
Banthas. It's the big 4-legged, like, woolly mammoth type of thing. Sand people ride them.
Huh. So it's like a panda.
No, it's not.
But with a B.
Bantha.
Panther?
As in like ban-tha.
Yeah, I was just thinking of the animal that's
Panther.
the black animal that lives in the
Panda.
jungle. Not the bear, but the other one. Like the rawr one. The panther, right?
A panther.
Yeah.
Panther. All right.
That's the exact same thing, just with a P instead of a B.
Bantha.
Not a
Yeah, I guess.
not a-
I
not a
guess you would pronounce
panda.
it the same.
Not
Yeah,
a
you're right.
panda.
Yeah, you're
Not a
right. I thought
bear.
you said panda to start with. I was like, what? A panda? I said, rah. A panda doesn't go rah. Maybe you got aggressive pandas in the Danish.
Steal their eucalyptus or whatever it is that they're chewing on all day long.
Bamboo in it. Bamboo, I think.
Bamboo, that's what it is, yeah.
Rumblers and the Wildcards up in the north shooting range, having a little peek at each other. Comet also got across the bridge, by the way. Riot Squad did not hold it up. They've come wrapped around, and they're coming straight in on the northern side as well as Wildcards that will come around the side here, looking for themselves a home.
Wildcard, where do you go with this shift? Do you just chill in the shack?
Sonics are about to pass Exodus down south, a little too close to their house. They do veer off. Yeah, they should be, but you never know. Pack Caps is going to get a couple of pop shots on the backs.
Why are they revving north around that building? They'll just go south around and play it safe from down there. They know it's going to be no one coming anyway.
I think they were looking at maybe even trying to stay there.
Now all of a sudden we have more people on the northern side than we have down south.
Yeah, because so many have wrapped around. Genesis is stuck on the mountain, by the way. They didn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
They're
committed.
Just stay on the mountain, play edge from here.
Sometimes the first is the best, you know? It's not always. But
if it pulls
you gotta
back
go with their gut
south,
feeling. They're going to be in a perfect position. I mean, that's... The thing is, if any of the 30 circles... Hi, Adam. How are you doing?
He's down.
Yeah. If all 30 circles include water, it's just going to random pick one, and it can have any water mass.
This is not good for Comet. Oh, no, it's gone north. Okay.
Go north.
Well, now look at the south team. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dodge are kind of in there already. So it's, I would say 6 with, obviously, I was about to say Inquisitors, but they're about to try and go for it straight in towards Cube. I think they're going to ditch in the water, are they?
They would or stop at least.
They
on
go?
the rest, like no, they're stopping
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
rock
and
side.
Sub-Zero for
Where is he
down the slope in
going?
the north.
Oh, this is going
Comets.
for the Wizard. Yeah, okay. I like that. I like that Inquisition that they sent Caden over to the rocks and all this up in the Wizard or in the tower. I think that's a smart play. Microfry finds Sub-Zero. These guys are cold miles out in the blue, and while it fits their team colors, not where you want to be. Let's see here. Bale Frost gets H-Win down, and this is a fight about to happen.
Did you look at Mortal Kombat in the time between our 2v2s when I was talking about Sub-Zero and you didn't know who he was?
I did know who he was.
You did not. Oh no, it was it was Hayes. It was Hayes, wasn't it? It was Hayes.
We were talking about Scorpion and Sub-Zero, all of them.
Yeah, but it was
Fatality.
But it was Hayes that had no clue, right?
That I would not be surprised by him.
Yeah.
That I would not be surprised.
I was like,
by.
what?
Don't come here.
Sub-Zero.
Don't come here and
Johnny Cage. Liu Kang. Oh dear. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. It's that time of night. Things happen.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Riot Squad, you found them all. Drop Squad. Drop down low. Lamborghini and Jason, the last two standing in the distance. Oh, Jason taking a hit, but not taken down just yet.
You don't want to overcommit to this one either, because you have a decent spot and there's a big chance of you getting third party. See, Rumpless actually on the northeast side. They're getting all my pool.
That's done the job. That's nice.
And
that was nice.
Boink. Great play.
So 4 for Riot Squad, taking down the drop shots. And Dodgers actually picking up quite a few as well. Dodge on the edge line. This is, I mean, this is just a messy game.
No one is winning this fight at all. EXO, I mean, they're going to die to blue, half of them.
Well, Yahoo about to get busy because they have.
There goes Taylor.
A couple of people crawling out. Taylor's bleeding out.
Yep.
Exodus just continuing on the hillside with Genesis.
Where is Clueless?
Vegas is going to get out. There you go. One of the Exodus has got a brain and is like, okay, let's just disengage from this fight. No, is he actually going to run?
I was going to say, where does Vegas go here, though? He has an entirety.
It's going for the Crates Bridge.
That's
the only thing he can go for.
You can't cross, though.
Well, I mean, it's not gate camped anymore.
I mean, there's a full team just on the other side of the bridge.
Yeah. where they're fighting each other.
Balefrost is trying to send it as well.
He's just taking shots.
He's shooting at them. I actually kind of like that.
Shooting
Because
back
you
through
get
the
some
back.
knocks and then you start rotating. He has Balefrost crashing as well, so if they time it right, they know there's a lot of damage done now. That should allow for them to send it down towards the shoreline, and that's exactly what he's doing.
Michelle Pfeiffer's gone.
Michelle Pfeiffer. Bloop. Hello,
Okay.
Vegas.
Hello, Vegas. How are you doing?
Oh, let's go fish with Nate, shall we, Caden? That's you don't want to be the fish. You want to kill the
Is
fish.
this K-Mind or what? What's going on?
They are slippery, those rocks, you know? I
You gotta
mean,
be careful on this.
they should put a sign up somewhere, or else they'll get sued.
The
It's
irony is that
America.
Vegas now going to get out. Vegas is going to get out of the water first, right?
Yeah, but
before
the thing is,
Caden.
shoot to kill is on the shoreline. They're coming under the bridge as well. Spot him out. Actually, nope, they see Caden.
Yeah.
Not Vegas.
No, they were wondering what he was looking for, I guess.
That's interesting. Circle shifting north. Fortunately for the players, we went away from the water, even though we could just as well have gone back down towards it. But this field, I don't even know. Maybe you would wanted the water instead, because this is just a big open field. Yes, you have a few trees, but that's really about it. This is going to be so damn difficult to play. Whichever team gets to play the west side of this circle, use that ridge, and make sure there's no one else behind it, they are going to be in all kinds of a good position.
There you go. There's a bantha.
Oh, those things. Can you make the sound that the not the animal,
Sound people.
but the
Sound people.
when they're yelling?
Yeah.
That's gonna be your new sub sound on Twitch, isn't it?
No, you gotta go some to get past my old scream of I do not believe it. Oh my word. Well, wildcard. Dodge, I'm impressed by the fact that Dodge have kept themselves going. They've picked up quite a few kills again. Yeah, 3 kills already. They're kind of wrapping around on Wildcard at the moment. Wildcard's taking shots on the hillside, but Crop's going straight in behind them. Finn is going to come around, and they got to be careful they don't get stabbed in the back again here. Crop's on the hunt. That was Finna.
Yeah.
Crop has one.
Snakes everywhere.
Go for it, go for it, go for it, go for it.
You're not gonna get a better shot. What are you doing with
You're
a smoke grenade?
Smoked.
Is he trying to bait people? What are you aiming to do, Crub? Just shoot.
Yep.
They see nades in air, you know.
Well, that didn't work, did it? I mean, we've said it so many times. It's like, I think everybody envisions, when you're in this play, you envision like the best play possible. And you think, I'm going to get him, and then I'm going to get him, and then I'm going to get him. It's going to be the greatest play ever. Watch this. This is going to be a highlight reel clip. And then they realize Iroh's the one that gets the highlight reel clips with the double sprays. And that just, it's going to be a fail clip. It's going to be on livestreamfails.com or whatever it is. On Reddit, livestream fails.
I've talked about this before, and I'm glad to talk about it again, because I guess my NA following isn't that big, so they haven't heard it. Nades give a false sense of comfort.
See,
when you have that
right there,
That's
that was nice from Uncivil.
One knock, one
bam,
flush.
Bam.
Easy points. No, nades give a false sense of confidence. When you have a nade in hand, sometimes shoot instead. It's not always the best play to throw that nade just because you have it.
Riot Squad have just picked up a bunch more kills.
Yeah.
Yahoo going down, so they're down to 1. I think Snake is the only man that's trying to get away from there. So they're up to 7 and counting, Riot Squad. Good game for them. Now they have... who's that ahead of them? It's the Rumblers.
The Rumblers, they're ready and waiting, and they know they're here. I mean, I think both teams know what they're running
I mean, they
into.
just killed a team, so they're well aware. Rumblers hear them coming. Question is, they're either side of the hill. Jazza goes for the spray, has to back away. There's the nade. Meanwhile, Shuru will get cherry popping. That nade's a good one, but it's gone. He's actually wisely ran into it effectively.
Yeah.
So cutting distance down. Penta's trying to get around the side. He was trying to get the nade off, but the rest of the team running up the hill, and it's worked out well. Riot Squad just so aggressive, pushing through the hill. Sees them open as day. Veezy, nice push from him. Gets a peek around the side, and Riot Squad just ran through the Rumblers there. Unfortunately, the third party comes in. Kickstart finishes off VZ, and now Shuri, the last 2 standing, as Snakers tries to benefit from this. He did just lose the rest of his team to Riot Squad, so he wants to finish them off here.
This could be a wild, wild game for Wildcard
Well, he gets
up
him.
on the northern side. They have a win on both Erangel and Sanok today. Oh, and Miramar and... No, wait, is it Erangel and Sanok? They must have been. It must be one win on Sanok, one on Erangel already in the first game.
Trying to get
If
the
they
chicken
can get
dinner
a
world
third,
tour.
yeah, if they can get the third. No, because they didn't have the Miramar win.
Yeah.
So, so 3 wins in a 6-game day. That will be absolutely insane.
I mean, they got,
Wildcard can bring it home.
what, 12 kills there, I think, Riot Squad did. Picked up. But like you say, Wildcard, Shuru's gone. So,
A lot of
the last man along with Snakers. And Shoot to Kill.
If the next one shifts west.
Shoot to Kill, what, 13 kills in the last game as well for them. They are at the top of the table at the moment, Shoot to Kill.
Harvesting.
Looking to pick up some more points. Tickleton, though, he has a rock.
Now he has a gun, and he's going to find Purdy. What more will he find? He finds a second, too! Uncivil's down. No flush coming in, though, unfortunately.
No,
Singleton
stole away from him.
does go down.
Luke pulls in. He's going to get the revive off. So now Wildcard are moving in on this. They're going to have the hill advantage to block off their approach as well. But that nade kind of gives it away. That second nade going to roll up. They realize that danger is coming.
Right now, Snakers and Lara, they're just like, oh, yes, more of this where you guys fight each other. New circle. Oh, that is a Wildcard win right there. You'd have to think so, at least.
Okay, Snakers is about to get flushed out. Or is he?
He is a snake, after all. I mean, you never know.
He is a snake.
This is his natural habitat.
Flash comes around the side. He gets one down. He's going to confirm it as well. Goes for it with 5 hit points. Why not? Nearly got the knockdown there. Gats finally spins around. And look, I mean, he had nothing, right?
That is one hit. Almost had it. That's the level 3 gear saving Gats right there. That is, whoo. Snakers almost brought it home. But not going to happen. Ladder, where can you go here?
Ooh, Halo with some long-range shots onto Wooly there. Gives his position away. He's flanking down low.
That's a lot.
Yeah, he's going to get pushed. Impulse. Going to push in the back of Ladder. Luke does find sharp shot. Now Luke taps it. He confirms it. It's a 3-on-3 between those two teams. There's also obviously the single play that's going on the side with Ladder from Riot Squad, looking to pick up more kills for them. I think they're on 11 kills and counting as Kickstart looks to try and get the pre-fire in Halo, but he's not showing it. Gats, though, gets involved, finds Kickstart, Ladder strikes, gets one, backs away, looks for the spray, couldn't quite transfer it, and he will go down. Riot Squad go out in 4th place with, I think, 12 kills overall. Big game for them. Shoot to Kill also on 12 kills. They had 13 kills in the last game. Shoot to Kill are popping off today.
They are delivering as best as they possibly can to be considered one of the very strongest teams in the NA right now, and they're showing it sure as hell. More kills, most likely coming their way. Let's see if Keenan can get away from this rock. There's still Wooly and Refraid to deal with, but it seems like Uncivils, he has his eyes on this rock, and he ain't going to be looking away anytime soon.
It's Wooly that was taking shots on him. Keenan, Halo has the other side of the rock as well, so Keenan really not got anywhere to go. Wooly just got to deal with Refray first. As the smoke's going out. Tries to hold it, looks for the shadow. Any little attempt, just a little tap. Ooh, good pre-fire guess as well. Does get the tap on the head, but Refray actually has dealt with Wooly in the north. So suddenly, Keenan, the last man standing for Wildcard.
This is not looking good. It was looking so promising, but the pushes came in from both sides, and Wildcard just didn't have the response to it. Headshot again. Keenan still has a helmet, and I guess this is better than the body shots coming in because he doesn't have a vest on anymore.
But Uncivil wasn't able to get the heal off, which is one. Okay, he's back behind the tree now to get the heal off. Wooly has gone down, so now they need to worry about Refray from coming from behind.
Yep.
Yeah, this is why Halo's repositioned. Looking too far left, though.
Trying to make sure no one's sneaking around the corner. Did he see him? He must have seen just shadow.
The tiniest little bit. I mean, they know where Keenan is, so they don't need to worry about him too much. Oh, well, Keenan sees Refray. He doesn't want to take the shot because he wants him to deal problems with Shoot to Kill. He is his approach, his chance to win the game. Is he just going to go for it?
Also, he has a level 3 helmet, so it's kind of pointless to shoot with the M24. You see damage done, yay, but no knocks coming in. As I say that, there you go. That's a freebie.
If he's going to just stand and peek again, yeah.
I don't think Refray ever understood where that shot really came from because he was getting tagged up, shot at least by Halo at the same time. So I think there's some audible some audible confusion. Do they think that
Shoot2Kill just got himself level 3 gear and an AWM.
Why not? There's one guy left. There's one guy left in this game. To be fair, the level 3 gear is amazing here because you're up against an M24. But that might be a little overkill.
Well, he's only got bandages left, Keenan. He's not going to get a chance to use anything else.
No vest on either. And they know exactly where he is. Is he in on that? I don't think he's inside the circle anymore on that rock. He needs to push on the other side of it in 4 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, they've had him pinned on this rock for a while.
Yep.
Okay, go for it again. Oh, there we go. 150.
The body shot. Body shot, no vest. That's feels bad, man.
Job done. 13 kill win for Shoot2Kill. They just had 13 kills in the previous round as well. A massive, massive day for Shoot2Kill. Putting a statement down. They were the strongest team in back at Faceit Global Summit. Do you remember? They obviously were picked up by an org. Didn't go well for them, that really, to be fair. Go back to Shoot2Kill, and suddenly they are absolutely rocking and rolling. Fantastic stuff.
That's what Martin and I was talking about earlier today as well, how they have been hit and miss. But today, it seems like they got it together in the final few games, and that's exactly what we want to see. I mean, if they want to go into the grand finals, if they want to come here and play in Stockholm, up against some of the best teams in EU, some of the best teams in LATAM, well, they have a tough task ahead of them, and that's the type of PUBG they want to be playing.
And they committed to the North right from the start. They were always up there. So it wasn't like they picked up a lot of the kills. Like Riot Squad were picking up the kills as they rotated north. That's where they were picking a lot of their kills up. They got themselves 13 kills as well. 12 kills, I think it was, actually, for Riot Squad. So solid performance from them overall. And then it got a bit messy. He got a bit messy as everybody was trying to cross the river.
I mean, there was just no room for everyone to make those crossings. It was pretty damn difficult. It's all people without vests, people without helmets. Everyone was brawling it out from phase 2 till the end of the game. And I think that was the telling story. You saw in the end, I mean, I don't think anyone had... everyone was missing either a helmet or vest in this one. The level 3 gear saving Gats.
The classic hill battle there, just north of George. Seen it so many times. Keenan catching Luke off guard there. Snuck up. Boom. And again. Peek again. I dare you. Sure, why not? I'll just stand still for you. Here you go. Boom.
Down
Good night. 13 kill win. Massive performance. We're going to wait for the scores, so don't go anywhere, guys. You'll get the scores on the screen for you as soon as they get calculated.
Yeah.
Any takeaways from today?
I think it's safe to say that we have reached a period in time where NA is very top heavy.
Yeah,
in
I think
terms
so.
In terms of some teams that really, I mean, I was a little suspicious today that some of the top teams might have some off games, and some of them did. I mean, we saw Genesis 0-point game, but they immediately came back afterwards. And in that game where they didn't perform, the other teams who could have gone up and taken their place didn't really do that well either. So
there's a few teams just like Europe though that also need to step it up, right?
Yes, exactly.
Thinking of the Rumblers, you know, in comparison to say TSM and Na'Vi for Europe.
Yeah.
They've also got the teams that had a bad day. I mean, everybody has a bad day. That's the thing. We shouldn't forget there is going to be 2 more days. Let's have a look at the scores. They have been totted up, of course. A mega performance from Shoot2Kill once again in this game. 23 points at the top of the table. Riot Squad with the 12 kills as well, benefiting from that, giving them the 16-point game. And then it falls away very quickly. When you have a top-heavy kill game, it is going to mean the rest of the lobby are starved for kills.
And that's the thing to me. I mean, I feel like there were teams in this game in particular that could have taken so much more control, but they just didn't seem to dare.
So everybody on the right-hand side right now is going to have to take a long, hard look, especially Comets. Comets started off the day with a 17-point win.
Yes.
22 points is all they have. So they just picked up 5 points from the other 5 matches.
I mean, look at Riot Squad. They almost got half their kills in the entire day off of this last game.
Yeah. Mega performances. Genesis, well, you know, they consistently placed. They had, what, 22 points, I think, from the first 2 games. So the rest of the day wasn't as strong. But Shoot2Kill just got stronger and stronger and stronger. 53 kills, averaging, God, what is that, 7-8 kills a game? Something like that. Insane performance from them. What a start. And it's, well, maybe cemented a very solid start for them to qualify through. There is only 4 slots. So It ain't over yet.
Oh no,
they can still slip away. We've seen teams so many times with mega performances in the first day slip away because they just try and play it safe. They try and play it steady, but I don't think that's going to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be back tomorrow. It is going to be from 5 p.m. Central European time. That will be for the EMEA, and then I believe it is going to be 2 hours earlier, so 11 p.m. Central European time for the Americas to pick up the qualifiers there. We will see you then. Have a good night. We're going to go and rest because goddamn we need it. The rest of the crew upstairs as well. They've been working their guts off for the last 10 hours. We'll see you tomorrow morning.